Actually, so this story is kind of starting at this point where there are 3 people on a motorcycle barreling down a road, screaming at oncoming traffic, while being chased by a cyborg in
Terminator.
one of those smart BMW cars, with its door ripped off. Part of its like skin just like ripped to the side. You're seeing exposed parts, and you see sparks actually flying out like off of it. Um, both Trent and their new contact William um, are riding in the sidecar, or actually Trent's on the back of the bike. William's in the sidecar made of bugs, and they're shooting magic and whatever else they
Nanobugs.
can at this. Yeah, at this.
Made of
Uh,
bugs is an entirely different kind of vehicle.
uh, bugs is capitalized. What does it stand for again? Uh,
Now she's muted.
Biometric unilateral gamification. I have it written down somewhere. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. But anyways, carry on.
So, during this time, Sonny and Vic, Sonny, you get a phone call from a person at the Seattle, well, the one that's closest to Seattle, the reservation.
Okay.
Somebody that knows about you, but they're not really, they're not Magi, but they're aware of you, that you handle supernatural things.
Okay.
Who would this be?
At the reservation that I was dealing with before.
Mm-hmm. And maybe they don't know you personally. Maybe they just heard of you, and that's okay too if you want it to be that.
All right, I'll say it's Aaron Greyfeather.
Aaron Greyfeather. Aaron, are you taking notes this game?
I am. Actually, I just found my other notes because I put them where it would make sense. But they were
Gotcha.
not more extensive than yours. So
they sounded more extensive. Like in the last 3 minutes, you were describing things. I was like, those are way better than me, but I never got a chance to retype them.
Oh.
But
yeah, that was just me verbally recapping. Sorry. Anyways.
No, that's okay.
What was the name again? Did I hear Aaron's Greyfeather? What?
Aaron, Aaron.
Aaron. Okay.
Aaron. You done messed up, Aaron. So yeah, he calls you, and it's a very broken message. Like it's a bad line that he's calling from, and he's like, "Is this Sonny?"
Yes. Who is this?
You might not remember me, but my name is Aaron. They call me Greyfeather.
Yeah, you were the busboy at the casino.
Yes. They told me that you might be able to help me with my predicament.
I'm not a doctor. Maybe you should go see someone else.
This might be more in the realm of supernatural. Please, I've tried calling you now about 13 times, and I finally got through. I
have a really old phone. What's the problem?
It's kind of hard to describe, but let's just say things aren't going right.
Didn't make a pill for that.
Could you be a little more specific?
I actually don't really know how I could be more. Ow, son of a bitch! Sorry. 1 second. And he pauses, and you kind of hear him curse a little bit more in the background. And he comes back. He was like, just like everything I try to do, something else goes wrong. And
I think I understand. Just
He's like, son of a, do you know where I live? I'm sorry. My stove just caught on fire. Hold on. I have to go. Please help. I need your help. And he hangs up.
okay.
Does he have the bad luck bear?
I think he does. Um,
Oh, I just have to say, I immediately thought, damn it, Aaron, I'm a sorcerer, not a doctor. But I was like,
all right. I guess I will head towards the reservation and ask around until I find his house.
Well, during this, I was kind of to kind of also explain why you and Vic weren't around during the Terminator fight scene last game. I was expecting like you and Vic to actually be together.
Ah,
But yeah, you guys can go out there if Vic is also cool with that.
That's fine. Sonic has no ride.
I'll fill Vic in on what's going on and say, well, it should at least be amusing.
Did you say his son caught fire?
I think he said his stove caught on fire.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was his stove. If it's
I mean,
son, maybe
both
we
of
should
those
call
reasons are
911.
a reason to hang up and go.
So yeah. So you want to go with me?
Sure, I've got nothing else going on right now.
All right. Can you give me a ride?
Sure.
Yes, Seth. Okay, go tell your mother good night. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. I understand if you have to handle your son being caught on fire.
He's not running and screaming yet.
yet.
All right, so yeah, you guys. It's a couple hour trip, but you guys make it out to there, and uh, so the reservation, like they have internet, they have technology, they actually have high speed fiber optic internet. They're not. There's
Amish?
very yeah, they're not Amish, but there's also no there's no good reason why this guy should be calling you from a broken up landline to try to reach you. But so I don't want to give you that impression when you get out there that you're dealing with low power or anything like that. No,
Right.
they
It's
have
good infrastructure. Gotcha.
yeah.
So automatically I'm kind of thinking, is this an entropic event? Is it something along those lines? And I'm going to kind of, reach my feelers out through the ether to see if I can, sense anything as we get close.
Yeah. Yeah, when you pull up to the house, go ahead and give me a wits entropy check.
God, it's been so long. I don't know if I remember how to do this. Wits and entropy.
Is it a reservation?
Yeah, I mean, he's second guessing his appointment to the reservation.
That sounds like
Wait, what happened there?
You rolled 3 dice, and your wits is 3.
Yeah, I hit wits entropy. It should have rolled 6. Maybe I didn't click one. Sure thought I
Maybe.
Okay, you want me to do that again or just roll another 3?
Sure. Or whatever you feel like doing. I can handle it either way.
Okay.
Okay, wow. So
5.
that's a total of 5.
With Shane's luck, he's like,
so
well, I got all successes on the first one. Do you want me to roll it again or can I keep those 3?
Yeah, right.
So yeah, you get out there and like how does that look? How do you try to perceive entropic magic?
Fog. It's like a gray, foggy, misty smoke, but it's also translucent. It kind of just hangs in the air.
I meant more like how do you not not how do you perceive it, but how do you actually reach out and touch that?
Chance. No,
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you start getting into the focus and the concentration, and then you see that whole foggy mist, and this house is like it looks like a cartoon dust ball of like when two cartoon characters are fighting against each other. There is definitely that dust ball surrounding this house. But you reach out and touch the patterns of the weave and tell that it's not a curse.
Okay. Is it coming from an item?
It's consistently being casted
Okay, so we're talking
with
ritual
5
magic.
successes. You could definitely tell that.
Okay, so we're talking ritual magic.
Not really. It's more like ritual magic is where like you build up a lot of power and then you
And then
lay that
release it.
power somewhere. In this case, it's like a lot of little things is constantly happening.
Okay, you'd said it was constantly being casted. Did I
Mhm.
misunderstand that?
Yeah. Okay. So like ritual, like you sit there and do a full ritual and you build up all this power
Yeah,
and then you take
and
that
then you
power and
release.
apply it to something. This is like if like this is like Vic casting a fireball over and over and over.
Okay.
It's just little throwings of entropic magic, but
Okay.
at such a constant rate here in this house.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the front door. This may be someone that's going through their awakening. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Give me a Dex Athletics check.
Okay, that's two things I'm
Always a good
not very
sign.
good at.
And Vic, I assume that you went with him.
Well, I'm gonna stand by the car and just watch him approach the house first. This
Okay.
ain't my area of expertise.
Gotcha. Do you explain it anything to Vic as you go up there?
Nah.
Okay.
That would be too easy.
Gotcha. Okay.
All I know is his stove's on fire, or his son.
One of the two.
One of the two.
All right. So yeah,
Maybe both
as
by
you're
now. It's been 2 hours.
so you take a few steps up the there's like 3 steps to get up into the porch, and then you're about to approach the door, and at that last step you stumble a little bit, but you catch your footing. I mean, sure, that happens from time to time, but it's something that just kind of caught notice to you. And with your 5 successes before, you kind of feel like this little poof of entropy burn out from you. But
Okay, can I, turn luck? That's, I think, entropy 1 or 2.
sure, what are you trying to do?
Just counter things directing themselves towards me.
Take luck.
Change luck. Change luck is
Okay.
what it's called.
Is this a rote?
No, I don't think it would be. But
Okay.
it's a lower level entropic skill.
Yeah, no.
It's a lower sphere, but I don't have a rote for it now.
Okay, so let's see if you know it. Or I mean, you know it. Let's just see how well you know it. So give me a
Arete entropy.
that would be intelligence plus your entropy, and that's a what difficulty? Or sorry, that's a change luck. What is that? A 2?
I believe it is.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be a difficulty 2.
I didn't do vulgarity.
Don't click Erte. It's intelligence plus entropy.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
No, you're all right. Perfect. Yeah. So, how do you? How does it look for you casting this?
Basically, I'm going to pull my owl feather out and just kind of wave it around a little bit like I'm sweeping the floor, but I'm not touching anything. Just kind of moving the bad entropy away, moving the bad juju.
Okay. And so you're basically, if I understand this right, you're basically creating a block condition
Correct.
from it affecting you.
Correct.
Okay. Now go ahead and give me an Erte entropy roll.
And this would be vulgar.
No, this is coincidental. You're basically trying to make stuff not happen.
So
You still have to click coincidental.
Where is that? Am I just missing? Oh,
It's right under your Erte.
I was looking down by the rolls. There we go. What the hell?
Oh dear.
Feel
That
you
was
underrolled.
The roll. This is the roll. Incidental. This is the roll.
Excellent. Glad that you're getting all these good rolls out at the beginning of the game. All right. So yeah, you build up a condition. Basically, let me actually put this on your character. Why aren't you in here? There we go. And condition. So I added to the combat tracker to keep track of these things. But so you have an entropy block, and its difficulty is 4, and you have 1 free tap on it.
Okay.
Are you sharing that on screen?
It's on the combat tracker.
Is Wicked okay?
Yeah. Jamie just got home.
Okay.
Your dog's named Wicket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his name's Wicket. He's a nerd.
Yep. His name is Wicket after the Ewok, of course, and the little one's name is Effie after Effie Trinket from Hunger Games.
Okay.
Because she's very prim and pretty.
She's very flamboyant.
That makes perfect sense.
I found that photo again of when I was over at you guys' house and had the hoodie on and she was tucked in the hoodie. I love that photo.
She put a hoodie on backwards so Effie could sit in the hood.
It's so cute. Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Since there was a Star Wars reference, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there for Nathan and Pappy. Blades or Star Wars next game?
Oh. Okay. In just a moment, I'm going to want to take a quick break for that.
And maybe
They
that's
brought home tacos.
Here you go. Food is good.
They probably drunkenly went to Taco Bell and got the Taco Bell bar.
Anyway,
right.
Y'all can think about it and let us know later.
Yeah, I'll do my spiel again about the 2 games. But yeah, so yeah, you have that entropy block going on, and you knock at the door, and you hear the guy call from inside. Come in.
I'll I'll gingerly touch the door handle and kind of shove the door open, but not walk inside. I'm gonna open it to see what's going on before I walk in.
Okay. You see the guy. He's in the middle of his living room, and he is tangled up in Christmas tree lights. And he was like, "I tried to take the Christmas tree down. I realize now that was a terrible idea with what's going on, but a little
Okay.
help, please."
Is there anyone else in the house?
No, right now it's just me.
Is the entropy emanating from him?
Give me another wits entropy check. With 3 successes, no, it's not.
Can I sense where it's coming from?
None is being casted right at this moment, but your 3 successes could tell that he was targeted, and it was within the last half hour, which, after talking to him for a second, he'll admit that it was about a half hour ago that this happened.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my pocket knife and start cutting the Christmas tree lights off of him.
They're unplugged,
Damn it, those
right?
things are expensive. So, give me a
Oh,
Me a
so
Dex
actually
power
first
check.
You're gonna cut him or shock
it's going to
yourself.
try to break
Well, of
through
course.
your.
My previous rolls were good, so now I'm probably gonna slice his jugular.
oh my
No,
god.
Okay,
you're gonna get shocked.
so
Well, the lights aren't
um
plugged in, are they? He said he's taking down the tree. He surely unplugged it first.
No, you gotta plug them in
so
first. Make sure they work before you put them on the tree.
He was taking it down though.
all right, so give me a wits awareness. If
I have no awareness.
We're
It's actually a
we're
0.
painfully aware.
Unfortunately, I am not. Oh shit! Here we go.
okay, so it rolled 6 successes.
Oh god.
So it blew through your 4 that you had built up for your condition. So it left over 2. You rolled only a 1. So take 1 lethal as you get shocked.
Spicy Christmas lights.
Yeah, those let spite.
Okay, I feel like this has now turned into a supernatural episode.
All I'm
I
thinking
am
of
going
is
to-
that this is like what are those movies where people always die because they escape death?
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This is what's going on right now. It's like
Okay, my favorite quote from any supernatural episode is always take down your Christmas decorations before New Year's, otherwise you might get filleted by a hooker from God. So
what?
it
That
was a
applies
good
here.
episode. It was a really good episode.
Wow.
Anyways.
So yeah, as you're cutting through, you get hit, and like you see these sparks come from the wall, which then catches the curtain on fire.
I was waiting for
But
the
good
outlet
news,
to catch fire or something.
the outlet is dead now,
Well,
so you
that's
can cut
good.
those lights off without problem.
Do I notice the flames starting to?
Yes. Yeah, you could see from outside there are flames.
Okay.
Hey, no, this is only fair play. For every problem you have dragged him into, the fact that you're now involved with a house fire out of random circumstances,
I think Nathan has a good point.
only fair play.
So those curtains are
Really
definitely
are flammable.
really old.
Question.
Like before that, they should not have sold these curtains in any century. because now there is burning curtains. There's a condition on the scene of burning curtains at difficulty 10.
Oh,
God.
Oh, oh.
Well, can you
James,
run that by me again?
is,
I think
is that a real tree or fake?
Oh no, it's definitely got to be real.
Don't
in
give
this
him that
scenario.
idea.
did I hear a
Let's roll
difficulty of 10?
50-50.
Oh no.
Yep. So it looks like it's a real tree.
Oh god.
Not anymore. It's not.
It's a flash fire.
I will. Vic's be like, Sonny, are you okay in there?
Where are you yelling this from?
The car outside.
Okay.
I'm standing outside the car, leaning on
You're
it,
like
and,
75 feet away. Hey,
I
do
see
you need any
flames,
help?
Like, in the doorway, like, Sonny, are you okay in there?
Nope. I just got electrocuted and the house is on fire. I could use a bit of help here.
That was the perfect Sonny
I will
answer.
sit in there and
Nope.
I will, since I am a pyro answer, I'll try to diminish the flames.
Okay. You see that these things are out of control.
I'm going to grab the guy and drag him to the door.
That you're going to be able to reduce it, and you can continue each round trying to reduce it. You won't have to actually treat this as a ritual. It's basically you'll just damage the fire until it's out. But okay, yeah. So you get in there, and what does this look like? How do you see? I know Vix creates fire. Does Vic know how to uncreate fire?
Yes.
That sounded
The-
super
Would
confident.
this?
He does
I'm
now.
not sure if this would be a rote, but would this be something that you would know how to do as a rote? Have you studied enough because you've lit too many things on fire that you know as a rote to uncommit things on fire?
Well, see, flame is a specialty of my house, so we know how to put it out. Also, it just takes a little bit
Okay.
longer to put out than to make.
That sounds
So-
like that was like a second, third, fourth year kind of thing when they were first learning how to play with fire. They're like, "This is awesome." Wait, one of us should probably learn how to put these things out because we've burned a lot of shit down. We should probably
The first
figure this
couple of
out.
years, it's like, hey, listen, this is how you blow things up. It's like, what happens when things catch fire that you don't want on fire? Oh,
We
yeah,
haven't
it's a
thought
little
about
bit-
that.
it's a little bit harder.
Sorry,
Um,
1 second. Okay.
So yeah, so Vic will like start chanting and kind of like uses his hands
Wait.
to like visualize the spushing of fire, but it kind of burns me also as I.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, this a rote?
No, it is not a rote because I only
Okay,
have rotes for mystical boom.
So give me an intelligence forces check.
Actually, no, I lied. I lied. It is a root.
Okay.
I have Philosoton's Flux. It's a ancient alchemical assert that fire was the release of a substance. With this rod, a mage can increase or decrease the amount in an object which it will cause to burn longer or shorter.
Wait, what is this?
Can-
I see 3 rotes that you have. You have balance of scales.
No,
Oh
wrong
wait, I'm
person.
looking at the wrong
That's me.
person.
Yeah.
Wrong person. Me underneath abilities. Third one
Yep.
from the bottom. Click on a little star. It tells you what it says. It's big words I haven't learned yet.
Nice. Which will? Okay. Yeah. No, that totally seems legit.
So it's really not putting out the fire, just making it not so much burny.
Yep. Go ahead and roll your
Arete matter.
forces.
That's matter.
Oh, matter? That'd be
It's
a
a matter
matter.
around. Because basically,
Oh,
I'm
I see what you're doing.
affecting
You're
the
affecting
material.
the
itself.
curtains.
Yes. So I'm not really putting fire out. I'm just making it less burny.
You're making flammables less flammable.
Correct.
They're flame retardant curtains now.
Listen, it's hindered, not retarded.
So you're making it less burny like the Democrats did.
Oh.
Difficulty 2.
Oh. Oh.
Too soon, Aaron? Too soon?
Coincidental or vulgar? Because
I'm not gonna tell
I'm
anybody.
physically trying to smush fire. I'm
Okay.
chanting, and I'm like, then I like you take a finger and you squish someone's head. Same idea, but with hands and fire.
This is one of those things where I could see domino effect eventually kicking in because somebody's like, "That's amazing that you did that," and it just so happened to go out. You're gonna get away with that only a couple times before it becomes vulgar.
There's
But
somebody walking down the
yeah.
street like, okay, come on, kids. The crazy guy's talking to the building. Let's move on to the other side of the sidewalk here.
So coincidental for now.
Yeah, it's coincidental. Coincidental.
Roll of 2.
I mean, yeah, it's fine to do the 2 difficulty that way that you don't have to subtract that from your mind. All right. So yeah, you're dealing, I guess, 4 damage to this thing.
No, it's not forces.
No, 4. The number 4. To a
Yeah.
difficulty rating of 10. You're basically, the way James is tracking it, you're killing
you.
the fire. And the fire had a difficulty of 10. You've done 4 damage to it.
Okay, so the difficulty is not 2 though. So I
Well,
do all.
So
You
no.
do-
Remember, damage is times 2. For each point of damage you purchase, it's times 2.
Right. That's it's been so long.
Cheat sheet. Cheat sheet.
Man,
I know, it's been a month for you.
I've been looking at so many games in my head. I mean, it's crazy.
Actually, it's been 6 weeks for you now.
Plus, like 10 games, actual physical games I have not looked at. So I did 4. Okay. Muttering, Sonny, I'm trying to help, but it's not as easy as you think.
Let's just get out of here. I'm gonna grab the guy and try to drag him to the door.
Okay. Give me a Dex Athletics check.
Your slippy falls on you, now you're tangled with them.
I can roll good until things get serious. Once things are for real.
That's because I got involved.
So as you're dragging this guy, you just hear him start screaming, like, "Oh my god!" Like he's just like something just like really ripped into him. So he's and like as you're pulling him, you look down and see from his leg like there's blood along the ground.
What the hell?
After moving his leg, you see that there was a nail sticking out of the ground that you just slightly missed, but you dragged him right across it.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
He pissed off somebody.
I'm gonna keep going. He's not gonna die from flesh wound.
Did you say that now?
He might.
He might. You won't. He might lose an entire leg before you get him out the door.
This is true.
Okay, Vic, make another attack.
Oh.
What the hell?
Tetanus instantly kills him.
Oh.
He's going the way of Oregon Trail at this point. It's the way
Don't
this
cross
poor
any
guy's gonna
rivers.
go.
Don't cross
Yeah,
any
this guy-
rivers.
This guy is not going to go well.
He's gonna die of dysentery.
You're holding the fire like you're containing it, but it's not growing, but it's also not shrinking.
Sonny, you may want to go a little faster.
I'll pick up the pace.
Give me a strength athletics check then.
Oh, shit. Now we're really screwed. This is a
Were those
whole...
glass ornaments on that tree?
Don't give him any ideas, damn it.
How much extra wire was in that those lights that you got
Oh
there?
my god. Is there a chandelier in the entryway?
So you're now in the basement. That nail that was sticking up was kind of keeping that floorboard down, but once that floorboard gave away, so did the rest of the floorboards. You slam through the floor, bringing this guy down with you. Take 4 damage, bashing.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
You
I
might be
rolled 5
better off just
successes.
you might be better off just leaving this guy in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're gonna die. Tell you.
I'm out. Good luck. It's obviously not on your side.
It's like, can you just tell me the last person you had an argument with so I make sure that I don't get in an argument with them? Thanks.
All right, Vic, give me another check.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Yep, you still containing it.
Damn it, Sonny. Get up here.
Also, because you mentioned earlier that you uh, haven't been, or that you might not remember everything about the system. Willpower, bashing, lethal, aggravated gives you 1, 2, or 3 extra dice. Quintessence also gives you extra dice. You do have other things that you could spend to help out with that.
I do.
You can create a condition, and you can use that condition to improve your dice pool by 50%.
I could.
So
It's not
those
to
kind
that,
of things.
it's not to that point yet.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, Sonny, what do you do now?
I'm gonna leave the poor bastard laying in the basement and run upstairs, and I'm going to assist in putting the fire out. And I am
Great.
going to use.
Well, let's first get you upstairs. So give me a dexterity
Oh,
athletics
no.
roll.
Am I being affected by the negative entropy, or is it?
You're about to find
Do you
out.
not remember tripping on the stair as you came into the house?
So that was a one-time thing with my spell, and it's gone, huh? Shit.
It, you had a 4 on it, and it rolled a 6, so it destroyed it.
Is it emanating from that man?
Can I get upstairs with the 0?
Maybe. This is technically, all these are contest, so
Oh,
So,
I need
it's
to be
fine. I
rolling
could do the head
contest.
math. Yeah, I could do the head math. It's fine. Yeah, you do. But as you like run by, the water heater blew. Like, and like you run by and it blows, and like behind you, you just see like all this like steaming hot water. I have no idea why this guy had it turned up so freaking high. Like, who even knew that there was a 250-degree setting on these water heaters?
oh god.
But
This poor bastard.
Oh, he's definitely dead.
Yeah.
He is definitely going to be
when
dead.
you said blowed up, does it like blow up through the ceiling or does it just blow
No,
No,
out?
the side
it just
ruptured.
explodes. Yeah, it just ruptures.
Oh,
Right behind
God.
me.
I didn't know
Okay.
that you should set the water to boiling. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. You just pour the water and it's already boiling. But
Oh,
yeah, luckily you missed that.
oh, the
Okay.
poor guy's burned to death.
Good.
Sonny just takes off running, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Ah!"
Yeah, I'm waiting for the water to run down the stairs and boil this guy. All right, when I
So
get
yeah,
upstairs,
you get up the stairs.
I would like. Okay, go ahead.
That was an action. So Vic, go ahead and let's try again.
I'm tempted just to let the guy die. Just burn him. Obviously, life doesn't like him.
This is also going to be real interesting when Sonny tries to run the water to put out the fire.
Sonny,
Because all the water pressure just
Sonny,
went through that water.
hurry up, man. I
water
can't
heater.
make it any smaller. It's just there.
It's slowly creeping up. It
Sorry,
seems to heal one.
Oh, shit.
You're seeing a branch of the tree starting to catch on fire.
Oh god.
All right,
So
let me know.
Sonny, yeah, you get up there.
All right, I would like to use a combination of entropy and matter to. You know what? Entropy and forces to try and help snuff the flames. And this is not a rote.
Okay. First, give me a
Intelligence.
intelligence plus entropy or forces, whichever's your highest sphere. Okay, so with forces 3, that allows you to, well, I guess you technically could do it with forces 2. So, like, what exactly are you trying to do? Sorry. I mean, yes, I know, put out the fire, but
Okay. Entropy is the breakdown of all things. So
Mhm.
I'm using entropy as like cooling and forces to remove heat. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. Think of coils on an air conditioner, rapidly pulling temperature out of it using entropy and forces. Originally, I was gonna use matter and try to
okay,
just
so yeah, that
smother it,
that
but
would.
then I figured I'd just create hydrogen and oxygen and blow the whole fucking place up. I decided
So
not
yeah,
to.
that would be a difficulty 2, which that's what you got. So yeah, you're good. All right, so yeah, give me a Arete entropy check.
Oh, God. Arete. I guess this would be vulgar, no witnesses.
No, this is
Coincidental.
coincidental. But by next round, domino effect is definitely going to start kicking in.
Okay. Really?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, you got a single, which moves it from a 7 to a 5. Okay, so you were able to snuff out the fire that was on the tree branch, luckily. And Vic, yeah, you could see the waves of the waves of forces over there, like basically snuffing out, like removing the oxygen from that specific area.
Oh, thank God.
What do you do?
Just try to maintain, yell at Sonny to get out of the building.
Okay, if you're trying to just hold the fire from growing, I would let that be coincidental. But if you're trying to lower the fire, that's going to be vulgar because of domino effect.
Fuck it. Let's vulgar it.
Okay.
Go big or go home.
Yep. Vulgar, no witnesses. You're just here with two mages.
And then if I spend quintessence, it's what?
It quintessence adds a die to your Arete sphere roll. A willpower bashing adds a die. Lethal 2, aggravated 3 dice.
I'll do a will bashing then on an extra die.
Okay. So are you spending a will and a quintessence? You could do
No,
that, but
just will. Just will.
okay. There you go.
Bam!
Yep. Cool. You feel Paradox pull around the room, but luckily you don't have to mark up on Paradox. So that is... Yeah, no, it's out. So, yeah, you reach out there and you struggle, and then just... And the curtain, though, is kind of looking like it's sheet metal. Because you did change its matter to not want to be fire.
Just
Okay, so the house isn't burning down right now. You guys are okay. The guy downstairs, you haven't heard him screaming, so he's might be okay.
Or dead.
Or dead.
in unison.
Zen and Trent have been hanging out too long.
Let's just
think at
say
this
they know
point,
how these things go.
Reality has caught up to this poor little fellow down there in the basement.
Again, I'm gonna try to erect I'm gonna call it an entropic buffer that I did when we first walked in around. I want to see if I can do it around both Vic and I.
Can,
Okay.
can
Are you doing this as a ritual?
No, it's a rote. No, it is not a rote. But I already showed that I knew how to do it before, right? So I don't have to do the.
Yeah, no, no.
No, ritual
that's
just
fine,
means,
yeah.
are you trying to build it up?
I,
You're just
no,
going to cast once.
no, I'm hoping this guy passed out and this ends because I have a feeling
Okay.
he may be the.
I mean, you
cause
can
of-
always make the decision after you roll that if you want to continue it to do it as a ritual.
Okay.
can,
But go ahead.
can,
He's
Can
just
Vic
asphyxiated from all the smoke like pooling down there.
can Vic roll his awareness and prime to see if there's any kind of magic emanating in this area?
Yes.
Since I don't have entropy.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a wit. Yeah, wits prime. I think would be a good choice.
What's prime?
Yep.
Okay.
So you built it. It only has a power of 2. You can turn this into a ritual where you continue rolling, though that's going to cost paradox to do that.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it again.
Do it again.
Okay.
So is it gonna be the same roll for the next round, basically?
Yep. So
Hereditary entropy.
Yep, it's going to be Erte entropy, and I thought I had it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
trying
certain
to
I had it on
remember. The difficulty goes up on the second or third round, and
Nope.
every round thereafter.
No, your difficulty stays the same, but you add a paradox to
Temp.
after this roll, you add a paradox. No, you add a. So temp is only for if you're doing it as a full ritual. So each roll is an hour. If you're doing it
Oh.
every turn, you're rushing it, so you don't have the ability to control that paradox.
Gotcha.
Oh, there you go. So go ahead and add yourself a paradox, and then we're going to add, I guess, 8 to this. So now you have a entropic shield of 10.
Okay, that will work. And
Oh
also, I
wait,
wanted
you're
that to
you're trying to do it for
Is that
you
splitting?
and Vic.
both of us, so it's 5 each, right?
Okay, so actually no. What that would
Oh,
do
no.
Because you got a
is
target.
Because
so you would take one of those for target, so that'd be an 8, but it's for both of you.
Right. Okay. Did you get that, Pappy?
So they each have a 4?
No, they both have an 8.
8.
Yep.
Oh.
So if you're casting a spell and you're trying to do damage, and he rolled 5 successes, he's trying to do it to one person, that'd be 10 points of damage. I'm sorry, he rolled 5 power over the 2.
Yeah.
That'd be 10. But if he's trying to do it to 2 people, then he minuses one of those
Dice.
successes. Yeah, so
it's
he could do
4
2
times two.
people, and that would be 8 to both of them.
I thought it was just 8 damage and you could split it however you wanted.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Oh, well, okay.
Yep, you pull down a lightning storm, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So did
Vic?
Vic see anything with his meager roll?
Difficulty 2. You could tell magic is happening in the area, but
Just not pinpoint.
yeah, you're not able to pinpoint where from. However, you are an Order of Hermes. And I want you to give me an intelligence occult roll. And Sani, do you have a cult? You two could give me an intelligence occult roll.
This is gonna be my rolls all night.
Don't you
I-
put
I
that
see.
on
Just-
us.
Just meeting. Just meeting the minimum.
It's adequate.
I mean, at least there's that. It could be worse. Not gonna.
Sani's back to rolling like normal.
I shot my wad and it's over.
Uh,
Hmm.
so
That sounded
In
really
the first
bad.
5 minutes,
That's
too.
Sorry.
That was quick.
And the adult caption
All
is,
right at the beginning.
please
All right at
remember
the beginning.
you clicked that there's adult content in this at the beginning of the video. Thank you.
Just getting out of the way. Right?
So Vic, something in your mind's triggering like I've heard of this before, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is.
Monkey paw.
Is there a teddy bear?
I swear to God, that's what this is.
It seems like it. It really does.
What do you guys do?
Sonic, go check on him. See if he's okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Sonic's
Vic
gonna.
just sprints back to the car and peels out.
I'm just sitting there.
Peace.
I'm out. Not my
Sonny
problem anymore.
is slowly and cautiously going to make his way back to the basement.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I saw Phantom Dice. That's not fair.
As you're going and you step on that first stair, you hear it creak, but then you feel your shield like push off of you and grab that stair and hold it into position.
Oh God.
I'll take another step. Well, I'll continue down the stairs.
Okay.
How much did that
So-
knock off of my shield?
It didn't. You're
Okay.
it's a block. So you have it for the scene.
Okay.
Unless it gets beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Now, if this was like if somebody had entropy and they were attacking the shield, they would be able to roll for condition to reduce it by 2 every power, but that's not what's exactly happening here.
Gotcha. All right. I'll continue down. See if this guy's still alive or if he's bled out or been parboiled.
Boiled.
Or suffocated, or
Um,
Or, you know.
like you get
there
down
could be
there
rats
and like
down there eating him.
Jesus. You guys are a tough
I
crowd.
immediately just thought of like Magic the Gathering plague rats. Just like there's some poor dude with like a deck full of plague rats just going, screw this guy. Turn 10 and you're done.
Tipped.
so like he's down there and like you smell something. It kind of almost smells like boiled eggs.
Oh,
But
no.
the guy
James,
but don't worry
no.
about it. The guy basically he's just had enough for today and he seems to have wanted to just go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
Now, when you say boiled eggs, like sulfur boiled
Yes.
eggs?
Yes.
Or just boiled flesh? Because those are two very different smells, especially in a
no.
game like this.
Flesh does not smell like eggs.
Yeah, no, that's sulfur in my opinion. Then
Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about. I'm going to hold my breath and try to grab this guy and get him back up the stairs.
Like as you pick the guy up, he kind of stirs like what?
And I'm assuming the hot water heater was a gas hot water heater.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's
Yeah.
just don't
Yeah.
turn the light on. Just don't turn the
this
light on.
guy is
Maybe kicking that pilot light is not a good idea right now.
as this guy starts to stir, I'm just
Mhm.
gonna punch him right in the face and try to knock him out cold. Just
As
like
your wing sparks off his feet.
everything I've got.
Yeah.
Give me a strength brawl.
Are you gonna throw extra dice at this to really knock this
Yeah,
dude
like
out?
You break his
he's
neck.
gonna need to.
Yeah,
I mean,
You don't have
I'm gonna
any
take-
you're
dice.
not much of a puncher.
I'm gonna take one.
Are you punching with a gun?
lethal. I'm gonna take one lethal with willpower, and that gives me how many more die?
2 extra.
Shit. How do I throw 2 extra die in the modifier?
Just click anything. Or on next page. Main,
Okay.
there's a common modifier.
So roll. And
just
I'll
cheat.
just go resolve.
I just
on
find
those.
some attribute that has 2 dice, and I just
Yeah,
click on that.
me too.
Really,
Dang.
2 dice extra gave you 4?
Thank God.
Yeah, he
Needed
has
that.
one.
Yeah. I didn't
Um,
really think that through very well, but I needed to do something to knock this
Strength
guy out.
of 1?
I'm
He's,
a
he's old and
50-year-old.
You are old
pot-bellied
anyway, aren't
man.
you? Like, that's,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
so
You're almost
yeah,
Walker,
you
kind
again
of.
feel like reality, or not reality, that the environment was trying to do something to you, but your shield pushed it off again. And yeah, you punch the guy, and he's not giving any resistance, and he has been cut already. God, that would be mean. And it also, the entropy field is around Shane, so he wasn't, or Sani, so he wasn't trying to kill him. But yeah, absolutely, knocks the guy right the heck out.
Okay. I'm going to pick him up and go back up the stairs.
With that 1 strength of yours.
Yes.
How big is this dude? How big is this guy?
Give me a strength athletics check.
Oh
Hmm.
dear.
And down the stairs he goes.
Luckily, he has this shield going on him, so
All right.
Oh, there you go.
good. Yep, you did just fine. So, yep, you get upstairs, and you see Vic up there. Yeah. What do you guys do?
Come on, Sonny. Bring him
Outside.
outside.
Right
Bring
now.
him outside.
Right now.
Okay. As soon as you get outside of the um, house, you just feel this like weight come off of you. Like uh, the
That's
the
messed
entropy
up.
is no longer trying to attack you.
Okay. Do I still see the cloud over the house?
I guess I was
Yes.
right then.
Okay. Well, I punched the poor bastard, knocked him out for no reason.
Are you sure for no reason?
It's a damn good
It was
reason.
Well,
after
I'm
you
not
punched him
sure.
that it moved off.
It's always a good reason.
Anyway, I'm going to see to his leg. See if it's still bleeding profusely.
A mere
The
fish.
hot water
It's okay.
cauterized that.
Oh god.
Not nearly as much danger of infection now.
Alright.
Is he still
Now
bleeding
that you're
profusely?
no, it's it could be bandaged up easily.
Okay.
Being open like that, any kind of bump or anything would start making it bleed a lot again. But yeah, so you're able to get them bandaged up. Now that you guys have a moment outside, go ahead. Give me an intelligence occult, and Vic, you can add your library to it.
By the way, it's
Yay.
biometric utility gadgets.
Ah, thank you. Yep. No. You think you know what it is, but you're gonna have to go. You're like, I've heard of this before. I know what it is. I'm gonna have to go look it up, and you can almost visualize in your mind which book it is that you're gonna need to look into when you get back home.
Yeah, it's just not my expertise.
Yep.
I'm more Bernie or blowy up.
Well, I don't have a clue, so
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, from your first roll, it didn't help with this one. Yeah, this one you're still kind of like. I mean, you're still leading towards the idea that it might be some kind of entropic effect.
I thought maybe this guy was, sometimes when you awaken, things go a little haywire. I thought he might be the cause. That's why I knocked his ass out.
As you says awaken, all I thought was like the Metalocalypse or Death Clock. Awaken, awaken.
All right. So,
All right. Where do you guys go from here?
Vic, do you think you have an idea of what this could be?
It's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is. I just for the life of me cannot remember. I'd have to look it up in my library.
Well, do we want to go do that?
Well, does he seem fine? Is it
What do you guys
fall?
do with? Yeah, what are you guys doing with AA Run?
I don't think there's a chance of him dying right now.
You'd like
Um,
to think
barring-
that, wouldn't you?
I would like.
Sonny says that. He looks up at the house, looks back at him, scoots him out another like 2 feet. Okay, yeah.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances.
Well,
Like
let's
a
take him.
basement full of natural gas?
Let's take him to let's take him to the emergency room or the hospital to get looked at. Because I mean, he took a nasty fall.
Because there's nothing in a hospital that can kill you.
Listen, it's not on him. Hopefully,
Uh,
Check his
so
pockets.
Sonny, you are still seeing that fog around the house. You're not seeing it around him. Like you
Okay.
could see that he's been the target, but yeah, you had 5 successes in that perception earlier. That was good. You're seeing the threads exactly as they are laying.
It's definitely something to do with the house or in the
So
house.
it's basically like the entropic version of get off my lawn.
Yeah, I guess so.
Was that his house?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a good assumption to make.
Guess we'll take this guy to the hospital and then
notify the fire department that there's a gas leak. We rescued this fella because he fell through the floors. We smelled gas.
but luckily we put the fire out before the
Do you
water
really
heater
want to let
exploded
them
and
know
broadcast.
that there's something going on in this house? Because they're gonna come in and try and like put out the fire, and I'll die down there.
Well, there's no fire, it's just
Well,
a gas
No
leak.
fire now.
Then you turn
so,
the gas
like-
off in the house
I don't
Yeah.
think we
and let it
report
vent.
to the authorities. I think we just walk away. We'll shut off the gas meter and walk the fuck away.
And usually, if the gas is so bad that the fire department is getting involved, they'll shut it off for that community, and then go to the house and shut it off at the house. But yeah, so yeah, you guys do all that. You take the guy to the hospital, and we will scene swipe to um, Vic's place, and I'm gonna flip over to Trent and Zen. Um,
I'll be
right after a bathroom break.
That sounds good.
Sounds good.
See you guys in about 5.
Hey, Aaron?
Yeah.
You still there?
Yes.
If I turn off camera, does that...
It does break
Screw
it,
up your
but
thing?
it's fine. Actually, no. As long as you don't disconnect, it'll be okay. It'll just show your idle
so
image.
just go and... Boop.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave it like that then.
I'm just gonna fail it.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
You're gonna fail it even worse.
Hey,
This is true.
Shane, can you reshare your video? Actually, everybody, it's fine. Hopefully, it'll correct itself when everybody comes back. But right now, people are in the wrong places.
Ah, I shouldn't have shut my video off, so I didn't think about that, Aaron. Sorry.
It's okay. This
I'll
is my
keep it
life.
in mind. in the
This is
future,
my
I
life.
promise.
You worry about getting the presentation well, and I spent all my time worrying about getting the book and the rules together.
You get the content, I get the presentation. What are these
Mhm.
guys doing?
Talking crap and failing rolls.
Pretty much.
I mean, I have to bounce the content ideas off of Pappy.
That's true.
Um,
We also
he will
re-roll it that way too.
he will let me know, like, where, hey, here, this is either A, like, I really like this, and I'm sitting there going, how's he gonna abuse that? Or, oh, I hate this completely. Okay. So
Wow, he knows you well.
I don't
I look for that
abuse.
balance where I'm happy with that or with that result. Okay, cool. So I finally found that balance.
I don't abuse. I optimize.
Oh, that sounds like a great justification.
Sounds like a politician's answer.
Okay, everybody fix your videos. I need you in the right spots.
I'm back in where I was, I think, on my screen at least.
Okay, but you have to turn your video back on again in Discord.
It is.
It is.
It is.
What? Okay, let me leave and come back then. Maybe it's...
Now, we're all going to scramble when you leave and come back.
Okay, it's fixed. Ha ha ha
We're gonna literally switch houses.
ha.
How the hell did that happen?
That's going to be a long intermission.
Um. So okay, two things. One, because we had a side that I said I'll come back to this conversation, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Pappy basically already knows these two games, but for you, Nathan, they're the next one of the next two games that we want to go to is either Star Wars or Blades in the Dark. Star Wars is Star Wars. It's a cool system that when Disney received it, they used these funky dice that basically allow really cool actions to happen. So you can roll with the dice. You can roll success or you can roll failure, but also you can roll advantage or a threat. And so you can actually have those scenes where like Luke and Leia, they were escaping, and they Luke turns around and he blasts the door to lock it. So he rolled success to lock the door, but he also rolled a threat. And the threat was that, oh, now they can't open up the drawbridge because it was all part of the same control panel. So it has a really cool storytelling mechanic with that, and the reason why I find it cool is because the dice are telling the story. The storyteller is obviously involved; he's creating the message, but the dice comes in and it says, "Okay, but I'm adding this twist," and then everybody has to kind of work it out of how that looks. Blades in the Dark is a Victorian era ish steampunk with a little bit of supernatural. The supernatural seems to be more like the world and not things that you always encounter, or at least from my couple of viewings of it. Um, do you encounter supernatural a lot?
It depends on how you want to play the game, but yeah, there can definitely be.
Yeah, there's ghosts.
Did you read about the Death
Yeah,
Ward?
no, I mean I read about I read through the book, but I've watched like 3 games of it now, and they've never really touched on that. Now maybe they just haven't gotten to that part yet. But they that seems to be like background noise that's happening in the world. But um Shane will help get us oriented with what the story would be before we actually got there. But the unique shtick about the game is that You're all playing some kind of rogue, some kind of thief, assassin, or something like that. And you basically get set up with, okay, here is the mission. Do you choose to accept it? You say yes. You kind of have a brief discussion about how you're going to go about handling this, and then you immediately get started. None of that, like, we're spending like 2 hours trying to figure out, okay, what does the building look like? Or let's plan every single step of this out before we actually go and do the thing. You jump right into the mission and you start going through. And then all of a sudden something happens in the mission, like a guard comes out and you're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm spending one of these tokens or whatever they call it in the game, blade tokens. And I actually paid attention to the guard schedule before. That was something that I actually researched before coming in here. And it does a time jump. So you back up to actually play that piece out of how did you go about learning the schedule and stuff. And so you can actually succeed or fail learning their schedule. Maybe you get it right, or maybe you mess up and you don't get out all the information. And then once that gets settled, then you zoom back to where you were in the mission, and then you continue on.
Yeah, and there's 3 ways typically to accomplish a mission: force, subterfuge, or stealth.
So it's kind of like Ocean's 11 then.
Yeah, yeah,
Where
exactly.
you're playing a heist and it's always you see what goes on in a flashback.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Where they're planning.
Yep.
That's a very good explanation.
I like
So yeah, they
heists.
really wanted that. Yeah, they really wanted that heist feel, that heist movie feel.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, like, if you're outfitting yourself for a mission, you decide if you're, weapon-wise, if you're gonna go light is like a concealed blade. Medium would be like a short sword and maybe some bracers. Heavy would be chainmail and longsword. So it's very easy to walk through all this stuff. It leads to a lot more story playing and a lot more faster paced role play than actual hack and slash or dice rolls. Everything is D6, correct, James? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So like rolling a 6 is a success, but rolling 5s, I think it's a 5 or 4 and a 5.
4 to 5. 4 to 5.
Yeah, if you roll a 4 or 5, it's a success with complication.
Right.
And your dice pool, it's only the highest die. So like you roll 5 dice, whatever the highest die is, that is what's determining how well you did.
Right.
Okay. Oh, so there's not like really complicated.
You're not adding up your
anything.
successes. It's just do you succeed or not, whatever your highest die.
Okay.
Correct.
Exactly.
The more dice gives you a better chance of succeeding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an overarching story for the whole thing, or is it just like a new heist today kind of thing?
Well, you're a gang, and you're a new gang, and you're trying to get territory.
Not necessarily. That's
that's
the GM.
aspect of it.
That's one of the storylines that you could go with. That's a common one.
Yeah, but the overarching, I guess, would be just the general description when you start reading the intro to Blades, and it's the sun has been shattered. Beyond the city limits are ghosts in these huge creatures called leviathans that they actually harvest the blood from to power the borders to keep the ghosts and supernatural beings out of the cities. So basically, think there are whalers in search of lamp oil, but this lamp oil runs electro magical devices. So that's kind of the world aspect, and we'll get into more detail. But everything else is pretty much going to be inside a large, well-established city. And you are scoundrels.
Will we be establishing the city together?
Yes, I don't see any reason not to do that. Like I said, I think the only requirement I've got if we do Blades is that at one point you are in an orphanage. That's it.
You mean one point in our lives, not like we just walk through.
Right. Yeah. Like you live at an orphanage at one point in your life. Just pass through one day. Just
gotcha.
For the hell of it. Yeah. So that's the only requirement I've got in it.
So Aaron and I were leaning towards blades,
I
but
kind
we're
of
curious.
would be too. I don't know how life in general. We've got a lot of projects obviously going on with the house, but I would lean towards blades if everything plays out.
Okay. So Pappy's already built like 30 characters for each one of those games. So
No. I've
What
looked at
about
blades.
Rick?
I made 3 for. No, Rick's D&D only.
Oh, like he plays no other system.
No,
Damn.
he's a genius, but his mental capacity is small. The best I can describe it.
I'll reach out to him. This may be one he's interested in, and I think some of the stuff he's had going on personally is getting better. So I'll reach out to him and see if he's interested.
He has an insulin pump now.
That was minor.
I don't know.
that's minor.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, sure, but it could be worse for him.
Okie dokie. Anyway,
So the next thing I want to ask, which I've been kind of hinting at this for a while, are we interested in going to a weekly game?
I'm for it.
I'm okay with it.
Possibly.
I don't know that right now that would work for me as well.
Okay. Like, what do you foresee, like, if, let's say you weren't able to, like, how long would that be? Are you screwed for the next year, or
I don't
Or you
think the
just
next
basically
year, but
have,
it's
like, a bunch of-
definitely for a while. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we really need to do that we've been putting off for a long time.
So I know Erin's gonna want her Thursday nights when the world returns to normal. Right this moment, Thursday nights work the best for me. And then we can readjust when the world changes. If
Well, I'm still doing stuff Thursday nights. I'm just doing it online.
crap, okay.
So
I mean, it's plausible that I will be able to find another night. Thursday nights is like perfect, but I can always find another night.
what time Thursday? Well, no, because I have work too. So never mind. I forgot I have like actual things I have to do.
I don't know.
Pappy
so
and James
I'm
could
gonna
probably
be.
play via text while they're at work.
I mean, we know how to do our jobs. So because we know how to do our jobs, it just kind of handles itself.
Have you guys been on their text strings during the workday? by
I
any
have to
chance?
turn my phone off because
I
it's just
came
like
into it-
constant. Oh my god.
Well, I turned notifications off
So did I.
because for just that channel, because in the past that has happened before. And well, so it was funny. I had a dentist appointment on Thursday of this week. And my dentist does appointment reminders by text. So I had checked. I had one in the morning. Cool. As I'm getting ready to head out from the office to the dentist, I pull my phone up. It only displays the dentist message saying, "Hey, by the way, just in case we haven't already reminded you 4 times, you've got a dentist appointment at 4:00." And then there's a 44 next to that. And I'm like, why the hell did my dentist text me 44 times?
I miss you.
What is going on? And so I click into messages, and it's 1 from the dentist, 43 from James and Pappy, going back and forth. And I'm like, I will read that later. I have no capacity right at the moment for whatever just happened.
I have done the same thing, and when I got to the hotel and took a shower and looked at my phone, I had like 113 one day. And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
that's like somebody died level of text conversation. It's like,
What the fifth is? There's a lot of shit talking there too
There's
about Shane.
that
there is,
that
there's
would
a lot
be
of
a red flag texting session.
Well, this week it's like, how the hell are you guys doing this? I'm interviewing people, and I had just fired a guy because for 3 days he had been doing nothing but watching his phone. Like, I'd tell him to go do something, and I couldn't find him. So I'd start walking around the golf course, and he's laying under a tree playing on his phone.
Oh
It's like,
God.
so I got tired of it and fired him.
Well,
And then these
Shane,
guys just start texting, ding,
Shane,
ding, ding,
if it
ding,
was
ding.
me working for you, the shit would be done, and that's why I'm texting.
I
Mhm.
know. And this is so bad, it's unbelievable. I've never seen anything quite like this. So,
So most of my job I can complete in 6 hours. Um, I mean, a lot of it is just kind of answering questions. But I get on early, I handle everything, and then I just sit there and wait for questions because I'm getting pounded with them left and right. And so in between those, I'm just texting.
yeah,
And then also, meetings are great for texting because we're just using Teams and we don't have our cameras on. So I just tune out. Half the
No.
meetings don't involve me anyways, but I have to be there.
you don't have to pay attention to what's going on in
and
meetings.
I'm engaged to wait. So I mean, when I have a customer or a phone or a technician, I deal with it. When I don't, I've got two thumbs.
You know,
Our
when I'm working from home, it's not a big deal. But you guys only seem to do this. It's like when I'm extremely busy, and it's like, ding, ding.
Listen, I've got your work schedule.
Say again?
I
um,
said I have your work schedule.
You must. Anyway, it
so
is.
so I'm doing what somebody would coin switching girlfriends. My Dresden group is really getting into Pathfinder, and I'm really just not having any fun.
I'm sorry.
And so uh, they're enjoying it, and so I don't want to ruin that for them. I want them to go ahead and keep playing, and but I'm just going to duck out. And so I was curious if maybe we can get together. But if we want to pick a different night, what is a good night for everybody?
You know,
Pretty much
before I
anything
And
answer
it
but
doesn't
that,
have to
Thursday.
start right away.
the way you preface that statement, I thought y'all
Switching
did
girlfriends.
dancing, but
Mm-hmm.
then when you started, I was like, well, maybe I had that wrong.
No, I mean I never actually say the dancing part. I just let people assume whatever they need to assume about me.
I like it. I can really make most nights work. Mondays are probably not good for me, but
Okay.
almost anything else normally will work.
Okay.
I've got about another 4 to 6 weeks of what I'm doing now, though.
Okay. Um,
Well, that's good because I'm gone most of August.
and it doesn't have to start right away. Uh, so we could figure that part out. But what would be good hours for you guys?
Sometime till sometime.
So at for the days that I'm in office, I'm usually home by like 6. So maybe 6:30 so I have some time to get settled in and like food or something.
Hmm.
I'd have to say 7ish because I won't be home until about 6:30.
And
Okay.
I would have to say, 7 to 7:30 because once the kids start school, there's homework and things like that that we work on, and I'm not gonna take that away.
True,
I
I forgot
mean, school in Florida, it's not like they're going to last very long anyway. So,
Well, it's funny because the first 9 weeks we're doing homeschool, we're doing distance learning.
good.
So,
I'm glad
what are
your
you?
area gives you that option.
Yeah, what are you guys doing, Pappy?
Um, the school's still deciding because
Okay.
it's a charter school. If we decide to opt into the county learning,
Mm-hmm.
we lose our slot, and then if we have to go back, we have to do the lotto again.
Gotcha.
And if they have a thing is if you have a sibling at the school, your
Yeah,
sibling automatically.
grandfather them.
So Emmett's going there this year.
Yeah, I imagine's the same way, but they were good enough that we can either do in person or in class or distance learning the first 9 weeks. So
Yeah,
they're doing a trial run of it.
they sent home a survey to take. So I don't think they've decided what they're doing yet. They may do a combination of the both, just so they
Yeah.
can do social distancing in class for those who want to go in class. Because God bless, I love my kids, but online learning is not their forte.
Oh man,
It's
I
nobody's
wish they.
forte.
I'm pretty good at it, but not them.
I mean, I think that my next history class is definitely gonna be online. I had such a good experience this summer with
Really?
an online history class. Yeah,
I
because what I could
definitely
do
prefer
is
being in person.
they so what he was doing was he would put the whole module. So like we would have, I don't know, like the latest one was 2000s. Um and so it was a whole module of 2000s. We basically watched, there were 7 videos that are included in there, and then there's a crossword to kind of help you with certain phrases to help you memorize them, and then there's the test, and then there's the essay. And I basically would do a module a day, and we had 2 of them that appeared every week. And so I would be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the next 4 hours to just listen to all the videos at 2 times speed, and then click through the crossword and do the test and done, or write my essay. But that was nice.
Yeah.
I
I've
guess
always
for
enjoyed it
something
too.
like that, maybe. But I feel like if it's a more conceptual thing, I would much rather be in person.
As long as they give examples, because that's how I learned in school. Because my teachers were dummies. As long as they give me an example on how it worked, I can figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I'll say, Ethan was A's and B's the first couple of years. The last year, 4th grade, he was like A's, B's, and a couple of C's. But that last 9 weeks when we were out of school, it was all A's because
Nice.
we're right
Nice.
there able to answer his questions. He's not distracted by all his friends and talking, so he did really, really well.
Yeah, I have a hard time relating to small people that don't understand that I don't understand that they don't know this and they should know it. And so it's like, it's common, it's simple, you should do this. And they're like, oh, what?
Yeah.
You have to breathe in every now and then. It's
So it's like, because to
So
me,
yeah,
it's simple, and to them, it's not so much.
well, I'll tell you, I am fine with weeknights, but if Nathan can't make it work, then I don't want to go to that if he, can't make it work, or at
yeah, and
least
also it
until he
doesn't
can,
have to
and then go to it.
start right away. And yeah, I mean, we could totally do that.
We can
Um,
ease in like once 1 week here or there.
but
Just God.
I'm here. I'm just playing with my cats while you guys are chatting. I'm listening.
Do
but
you have something shiny waving in the background?
Yes, that is
It's a
God,
roll of
words are hard.
one.
It's what you use when you make like gift baskets and stuff. Um,
Okay.
God, I can't think of the name of it.
Gift packing paper.
Now you just said, damn it. Shit. It's on the tip of my dang it. I hate it now.
some kind of wax paper.
No, I also have tracing paper over there. No, he's talking about the shiny here.
Because
Oh,
I saw the cat. I was like, oh, look, there's water. So that's not water.
No, yeah, I forget that you can see a lot more on my screen than Discord or than the stream can. But yeah,
gotcha.
so um, yeah.
I say you're no
All
longer in
right.
the closet.
Okay, all right, we good to carry on with the game?
Yes, let's do this.
So it's blades.
It sounds like it's blades.
Okay, I'll make a character.
He's trying to murder me.
Um, so to pick up with you guys. Definitely have to turn down the seabirds this time. Okay.
Can you turn up whatever it is that you're using to play that? I can barely hear it.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't heard sound
It's
or
been
music.
very, very quiet.
Very faint.
I don't have things as loud as normal either, so.
are you guys hearing the gunshots?
No.
No gunshots.
Darn it.
We having that same issue again?
When I assume that it's all okay, hold on.
Now, see, all we need is another repeat episode so we can make another video out of it.
Man, that was so much fun though.
What-do-do, what-do-do.
Do the system is down.
Pappy doesn't have pants. Pappy doesn't have pants. Pappy doesn't have pants.
Oh man.
Something along those
Oh
lines.
my god, I should use that song that my friend Sasha made and make that like the intro to our recordings.
I was gonna say, does anybody in your Twitch stream have any idea what the hell we're talking about right now?
Is Pappy wearing pants?
I don't know. Jindo wasn't there for that, and my other people that were talking are not talking right now. So
Let's say referencing. There was episode this.
I don't remember which episode it was, but it was friggin' fantastic.
It should be too
I'll
bad.
I'll have to go look because I posted the song in our Discord. So I'll just go look at the date. It was so funny.
That,
It really
that whole
was.
2, 3, 4 minutes, whatever that was.
Oh my
was
god.
it was
I
amazing.
really thought James was messing with us at first.
I did
I
too.
really and
I
truly
think we
did.
all did.
But at the second time, Pappy wasn't wearing pants. I lost it. That was when it was just.
I just loved watching our expressions because like we're all really confused at first, and then we're like, huh?
Yeah. And then it's just like the laughter just gets added into the loop and just kept going.
Mooney, we had a sound glitch in one of our games where it was repeating everything that was being said in like a 5-second loop, and it was just adding on. and our yes, we
That's a
hear that.
doorbell.
And one of the lines was, "Pappy isn't wearing any pants," and so that got on loop. Anyway, so Sasha actually made. I sent her the files, and she made a remix version of that for me. I'll post it in Perea later.
But for the record, I was wearing pants, just black.
But for the record,
Yes, I'm not sitting around in my.
For the record, I was
before
wearing pants.
everybody gets stuck listening to
I
this
feel
on
like
loop.
that's important for people to know.
It's like classic Zoom meetings for work.
Half only, right? Requirement?
It's like
So-
the business dress version of
so-
a mullet.
Pappy, so Twitch says, quote unquote, for the record, I was wearing pants. Said by someone who wasn't wearing pants. Yeah, we can hear that. That's like a 6, 7.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you could hear it, that's important.
Okay.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Sounded like
Okay.
gunshots.
Gunshots and then like a reverberation of gunshots.
Yeah.
It digs around. That's exactly what it is.
But why can't I hear that?
I think we're really close to this loop thing. Let's just one more time. Almost
Any
there.
second now.
See, I can hear an echo. I'm getting an echo.
Did you guys
That
hear
one
that?
did not reverb.
That one did
Yes,
not
I heard
reverb,
it.
yeah.
But you heard it?
We did hear
Yes.
it. That one was
That was
longer.
a long one.
And I also
Okay.
hear an echo of myself now.
Yes.
Wait, you guys hear yourself?
Yeah.
I think
We're
it's just
echoing.
me.
Oh,
I think I'm just quiet.
Aaron.
No, it's just me.
Nope. It's just Aaron.
Wait, it's gone now.
It's just Aaron.
It's gone now.
It's just Aaron.
No, no, it's not. I lied.
It's
It-
back.
You're right, Mooney. It's because I'm so loud.
Very acoustics in the apartment.
Is
La, 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 la,
the
la,
sound
la.
okay?
Yes.
I mean, I hear you.
And I think the echo for me is gone.
It's still there slightly.
Yeah, it's quieter.
I don't hear the echo for Aaron.
Is it a wave?
I hear like
Is it a
maybe a
car?
wave, but it's quiet.
Okay, so that,
No, there's a second delay.
that would have to mean that's me.
It's definitely
But
not me this time. I didn't mess with the sounds.
So I'm gonna pause it, and I need
Done.
Aaron to say something, but I need somebody to let me know if they can hear it.
Something, something, something. Dark side.
Gone.
No echo. Echo is gone.
All right, try again.
Something, dark side. Dark side, something.
Can you
did
turn off the
not-
water?
Now Pappy's echoing.
What? I didn't hear Pappy echo.
Say it
Okay.
again, Pappy.
Can you turn off the water? I've got an
Yep.
echo.
I don't hear an echo
Yeah.
for him. I hear an
I
echo
on my
do.
for
own
me.
headset.
It's very subtle. Now I hear it for everybody.
Jeez.
It's all
I
right.
thought I had it a few
It's not
times.
game breaking.
Twitch says there's a slight echo for everybody.
Yeah. It's quieter.
It's quiet
That
uptown.
one.
Nothing in here should be causing that.
Are you like really badly trying to beatbox?
Oh.
I hear.
That's Pappy. He doesn't beatbox, Aaron. Don't ask questions.
I just make sounds.
Actually, I think Mike tomorrow was much worse, Pappy.
Is there still an echo for everybody?
Echo.
Hello?
Yep.
Echo. No.
A little for her. A little for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a little on Aaron.
Then screw it. I'm just going to.
It's fine. It's quiet.
We can't hear you, James. Unless you're trolling us, we still can't hear you.
Now we're playing charades.
Sounds like. Jeweler.
I gotta admit, though, it's gotta be hard to set up all the virtual machines and everything for the sound and stuff like that. That is so beyond me.
I heard something
What a
very
beat.
quiet, dinky. Cannot hear you though.
How many monitors does James have? Because
Like
I
2011.
see 1, 4. Okay.
4 now.
Do you actually have 4 monitors, or did you just get that giant one that you split?
Yeah, talking doesn't help. You can't. You
No, he's
can't.
got 4.
And guys, I am not going to be able to stay on much longer. I still have payroll I've got to dig through tonight.
No one's got to get paid.
That was the
Co-
problem. That's why I'm going to dig
COVID-19.
through this. Are we still streaming on Twitch?
Yes, we are. They are
Okay.
commenting how intriguing this game is. I think they
Ah.
might be
sorry.
being sarcastic.
So we're just going to lose sound.
That's cool.
Okay.
And I will just switch to this stuff, and I'll have to figure that out later. Darn it, I had it all fixed.
I'll test it with you later.
So, we're back at Trent's apartment. Trent, Zani, and their new contact, William, is there.
Who's William?
William was Jeff's character. He was the random doctor person that was
Right.
related to somebody that was on the list that I found of people being abducted by Dumas genetics.
I got that, but wasn't he with you guys?
He is with us.
He is with you guys. With
Okay,
them.
so we're all back there now.
No,
No,
you two aren't.
no. This is
You two are in the house
Zen,
of
Trent, and William.
fuckery.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Vic's apartment. My mistake. My mistake.
I might have accidentally said that. I meant to say Trent's apartment.
Gotcha. We're all good.
All right.
Am I still on the couch
Yeah, if you want to be.
in
Oh,
Beachland?
right. We were hallucinating. Damn you, Trent.
We not well. It is my fault, but not my fault.
It is
but
absolutely
is
your fault.
my
You took the
fault.
drugs. It's your fault.
Yeah, well, you know.
So it's kind of cool when you could take drugs, and then with mind magic, everybody else can experience your trip.
hallucinates.
Yeah, everybody else has a trip.
God.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, that whole mental walkie-talkie thing. It has some side effects sometimes.
Yeah, except
So-
I never picked up a walkie-talkie. I didn't get a choice in that.
Well, you know, you're the one who keeps.
Keeps
mind.
what? Saving people? Hmm? You
Nope.
insulted my bike.
I didn't insult your bike. Your bike has
told the-
hated me from day one.
You told the
I
bike that I'm
teased
the
you.
new boyfriend,
I teased your bike. I teased your bike.
and it hit you with trash.
That was
Yes, it
really
did.
funny. Yeah, so are
And
we...
tried to like make me face plant.
It tried.
So are, yeah,
So
are
yeah.
we still in Cancun or whatever?
I don't know.
The
where-
trip is starting to wear off, but it was crazy because like Trent, like you felt like you were really there at a beach.
Oh, I was there.
You felt the sand between your toes. You felt the breeze. You could even swear that you got a little bit of a suntan from that.
I'm a night owl, so I'm pretty sure I'm 10 minutes in the sun. I'm getting a tan. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm a pretty pale dude.
And with the mind effect, you and William kind of felt a lot of the same effects. It was slightly faded because it's basically a game of telephone, but if that was the experience that Trent was tripping on, that was a wild ride. Has Zen done drugs before?
That was a question.
Yeah.
Smiles don't answer questions. And Jeopardy music.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, she used to be in a lot of club scenes, you know, back in Finland, but it wasn't like this.
Okay.
I don't think there's
Um,
much that's like whatever just happened to us.
Fair. That is absolutely fair. Yeah.
All right. So, William, after he's starting to shake off the effects,
Can he
He's-
though? Because it's still me tripping.
I mean, if you're going to push the point there, I guess there could be a mental,
A mental resistance kind of thing.
resistance that happens, but it's starting to wear off, and so he could feel that. William talks to you, and he's like, I'm interested more in some of the science that you're working on, and I think that we could really benefit from one another. He pulls out a card, and he hands it to you. He's like, if you want to try to see where you could take your magic, I'd be I'd be really interested in trying to work out some formulae with you.
Okay. As much as I can rationally say yes and accept the card, I will do that. I think I'm probably basically still in a drug hangover.
Um,
I would
and he looks
imagine.
over.
being
Go ahead.
forced into a mental illusion transfer kind of thing is probably pretty taxing outside of just the drug's normal wearing off kind of effects. So I
Gotcha.
would imagine I'm a little worn out.
He tells you, Zen, I'm gonna also take a look at that list and see what I can try to dig up for you guys.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. I really would like to try to reconnect with. I don't remember the name of the person that he said.
Wasn't his
Let me see
mom?
It was his
Yeah.
mom, yeah. Did I write it down? No, it ended with Terminator tries to murder us.
So put a jot in there that it was his mom. I would really like to try to find my mother. And he's like, thank you for giving me a place to stay, and thank you for helping me get out of there. I will be in
Sure.
touch.
All right.
And he takes off and leaves.
What time is it? I don't know how long we were in that state. Because it was approaching nighttime, I think, when we left the place. Then we kind of chilled for a little while. We talked, and then that happened. So I don't know.
No, it was morning when you guys went.
Oh,
It was 10
morning?
a.m. when you guys actually got there.
Oh, I thought it was like evening when we were leaving.
Nah, so we'll just say
In a
this has
hurry.
been. We'll say it's like roughly 3 o'clock.
Oh,
in
nothing
the
like drugs in the middle of the afternoon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so how long did that trip last? Because I thought it was like a while. A while.
While.
Could have been an hour. Could have been 30 minutes.
Hey, now don't pick on Aaron for using the HW.
What?
A cool whip.
What?
Um,
Stop acting weird.
What? What just
That
happened?
doesn't even have an H in it.
meow.
All right, Mel.
So you stop that right meow. So William just left? Like, I mean, I know that the Terminator dude was pretty messed up by the end, but like, we know he's gonna be safe, I guess, is what I'm concerned about.
I thought we were crashing here.
I thought we were too, but he's leaving.
I mean,
I'm not gonna make him stay.
you guys did notice that the Terminator guy was pretty messed up.
Okay.
Not
And
enough to not chase us through two different vehicles.
well, he tried to chase you. He failed. Basically, it
Because
was
he
like
got
a fight.
wedged in an alley.
I mean,
It's not like he failed because he just was like, "Oh, I can't drive." He got wedged in an alley.
yeah, you
That
guys
just
know
means
that
that
he's going to be going through repairs.
Okay.
It's like going through a fight scene.
As
You're coming
long
out
as Bill
damaged,
doesn't
but you're
get
not going to
hurt.
get into another one.
As long as Bill doesn't get hurt
He's
trying to
also a
leave.
robot, so I don't know exactly level of damage, whether that matters, whether he can just trade out bodies. I don't know how any of that works. 'Cause
That's a fair point too.
She would know, and Vic would know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, as long as Bill is safe. Also, meta-wise, I didn't ask if we got XP last game.
You did. It's been applied.
Oh, has it?
Okay. So the XP that I have there, because it says like 59 remaining, is that right?
Sounds it.
No, it got changed.
What is yours?
It keeps changing. Why does it keep changing?
Are you
It
broken?
shouldn't.
So, what the part that's confusing for me is that it says I have 59 experience and then 0 and then 59 remaining.
Did you spend it?
I have
Oh,
spent
no.
some at some point in the past.
Oh, your whatever you've spent needs to go in the required field, the middle one.
So that's what I'm not entirely sure about, because I do have written on here that I spent something back in February, and I think that was the last thing that I spent.
I've got the same issue because I haven't spent anything the last 3 games, and
I don't know.
What-
I write all mine down.
Yeah, mine's in a no section. I write whatever spent it on.
So
Okay, so I'm gonna put what I have written down because I did write down when I added additional stuff, or when I got my Arate 4 in February.
Yep.
Um,
yeah, there was a problem. I think I fixed it.
okay.
Pappy, you said yours is changing.
It was zeroed out. I put it to 41. Then when we came back to it, it had 1, not 41. So I should change it again.
Okay.
Try doing whatever you did and see if it disappears again.
I just said nothing happened.
Okay, good. I thought I fixed it, but I guess not because I see the word required as showing up, and that really should not be there.
Well, looks like there's something over top of required and remaining.
It's underneath
Yeah.
required. It was supposed to override it. Uh, I I'm willing to bet that the bug that I wrote him about he fixed because it looks like it's correct on the party sheet, and because he fixed the bug, now the code that I wrote is bad.
Mm.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'll have to take another look. I also see beet rice is still in here.
Beat
Uh,
rice?
Yeah, beach rice.
Beet rice.
Right.
Yeah, beet
Yeah,
rice.
where's beat rice? In the party sheet?
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Okay. All right. So, Bill is
So-
gone.
Okay.
Hopefully not to be murdered by Terminator.
So James, question.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. In party sheet, what is the second number? What was spent?
It should be spent.
Okay, it's not
Yes.
It's not matching up with what I have.
Ah, okay, so maybe he didn't fix the bug. Maybe he was trying to fix the bug and it just hasn't fixed yet. Yeah, yours is off. So I
That may have
disregard
been
what's
my
on the party sheet.
yeah. That may have been my old number.
Yep, that was the
If-
number before he broke it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I know he's very busy and he does this for free. So
What's your total XP, Pappy?
59.
Okay, I'm showing 60, but I know I had spent like almost everything when we changed acts. So
Does Zen, you have 59 as well as your total?
Yes.
Actually, I have
I
58.
think
I lied.
Shane, you had an extra one
I had
in
an extra
character
one.
creation.
I had an extra one.
Yeah,
Shane had an
that's right.
extra one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Did you
58.
have
I lied. I'm 58.
And so Zen, did you have an extra one at character creation?
I don't remember. I think I did not. I think I have 59. That sounds right to me.
yeah, I know a couple of us held back in case we wanted to pool together
Yeah.
for a pad.
I did get an extra XP from Beats the beginning of February, so that's how I
True.
have
Okay,
59.
so that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have one as well for beats.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. So I haven't gotten an extra one, so I should be at 59. Zen's 59. Shane, yours supposed to be
60.
60.
Yeah, because I held one back and then I got an extra one for
Yep.
beats.
Yep.
Okay.
And I really ought to be spending my beats on my rolls, as horrible as they are in this cursed dice James has programmed on my character sheet.
yeah, that it just finally it has to kick in at a certain time before it
Yeah.
actually starts subtracting your successes.
Yeah, I believe it.
All right, so Trent, Zen, what are you guys doing?
I am probably trying to recover on the couch. I think I was walked to the couch. I think that sounds right if I remember
Something
correctly,
along
because
those
I was
lines.
outside on the balcony area, and I think they walked me to the couch.
Yep.
And sat me down before I caused bodily harm.
Okay. By the way, you've healed that willpower.
I already healed this.
Oh, you already healed.
It was a lethal, and I healed it down to a bashing
Gotcha.
at the beginning of the game. So yeah, I'm probably slightly out of it a little, and just recovering for the moment.
Okay.
And I would assume that, similar to Was it Will or Bill? Will.
His name was William. I call him Bill just because.
I would assume Zen and him are both pretty much just fully back to normal. That I'm not.
I mean,
They're not coming out of it like I'm coming out of it. I would imagine.
it's not like much of a downer coming out of it. It's just basically like waking up, really.
It's not mentally taxing to accidentally smash 2 other people into the middle of that.
Nope.
Well, I don't know. If that's the case, I'm looking for that dude's number to see if there's like little to no side effect other than the time spent stuck there.
Yeah.
And
What's
I
the
think it
inside?
did help me try and understand some of the physics that
Hmm.
William was describing to me. Then, yeah, I'm going to be looking for that dude's number to see if they've figured anything else out more about it, or if they are using it, or have a supply, or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And drinking some water.
Yeah, you call it up or you text them, whatever it is that you do.
I'd probably text.
Yep. And yeah, you leave them a message that you're interested in learning more about this. After that, so you guys know something major is going on at Dumas Genetics.
Mm-hmm. Now, how much?
So,
I mean, do I remember everything of that trip?
Mhm.
Okay. So I would want to carefully bring up whoever Zin's person was. I don't remember if I even got a name or if it was just a mental picture that kind of snapshotted. I don't remember exactly how that story went, where somebody that Zin was concerned about, and I promised her that we would save her, find her. I don't remember, something to that effect. So I would maybe want to try and gently bring that topic back up with Zen.
how are you doing that?
How I'm talking about.
So, scene is set and scene. Let's go.
I don't remember the person's name. Did I have a name? This is meta
I couldn't
questioning.
remember.
I don't remember either. Actually, if I
Shit.
told you, I don't think I told you her name.
I don't. You just
But
seemed really. I remember you being really upset,
I feel
and
like
I
you guys
made
were
a
looking at a
promise.
list together.
Well, this was in the dream state though,
Yeah.
because I remember I hugged her and I promised her that we would take care of it, or we would go find her, make sure she's safe, something to that effect. But I don't remember if it was a name or if there was a name involved. If there was a name, I have no idea. Nathan has no idea what the name was. Um, or if it was just like a flash, like a mental image of this person.
No,
And
you guys
I can't remember.
pulled a list somehow. I don't remember how you got a list. Probably Zen's hacking magic.
Yeah, I got the list from I think one of my contacts in
Hmm.
in
And this girl was on the list? I didn't think she was on the
yes,
list.
she was. Oh,
Were
Bill gave
you?
us. Didn't Bill give us? No,
Bill, that's right. Yes.
that's how we
That's
got
why
it.
you
Yeah.
guys got it.
Mhm.
Yep. So he gave you guys a list. You worked the list. You saw somebody's name,
Yeah, because I found out
and
initially from my contact that Dumas was involved in these missing people. We went there, and then Bill gave us the list when we got back.
Oh, is that why you went out to the balcony by yourself for a minute before I started tripping?
Are
Is that
you are you actually asking Zen this, or is this meta?
no? This is all still meta. I'm trying to
Uh,
line up the
you
timeline.
you don't know why, but yes, that is the time I went
Okay,
out afterward.
I just knew that you were upset and you left, and
Mhm.
then in
And then
weird
you
crazy
decided to
beach,
take drugs. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and be in crazy beach state, I decided Did I was going to help you save somebody? Yeah. Okay. So Trent would be asking Zen. So I'm not exactly sure how to bring this up, but I told you I would help, and so I'll help. Um, who are we going to help and where? Because I'm still a little fuzzy on what just happened.
Her name is Nia. She's somebody I know. I don't actually know where. Last I saw her was back in Finland, so and it's been a long time.
Do you have anything of hers?
No. I have some people I need to reach out to though, back there, and hopefully they can help me start piecing some stuff together. But I have not seen her in years.
Okay. Just let me know what I can do to help. I told you I'd help, and I will.
I appreciate that.
So I need some rolls in the meta because some of that was true. But I need rolls to see if your
all of
characters
that,
know if some of it.
all of that was true.
You're using the word true like a fairy would use the word true.
So?
Wait, how does a fairy? How does a fairy use the word
It
true?
doesn't matter.
Not
Because
sure I understand that.
Yeah, I'm not
a,
sure I understand that example either.
You
a
obviously don't read
fairy
enough
Dresden.
Dresden.
a fairy's going to tell you everything that is true, but they're completely manipulating or lying to you.
I was not manipulating or
Talking
lying.
about like the big news networks. I got you,
Oh, now that's
Sure.
just insulting.
but it's true.
I was gonna say, is it wrong though?
Yeah.
So what? She's lying to me, and you're making me
I'm
roll to
not
see.
lying.
You're
I'm
you're
just
being
not
deceitful.
telling you the truth.
No,
But
I am telling you the truth. It's just not all the details of the truth.
Well, I am just from
So
a sheer character stats thing. I am heavy on empathy. I'm heavy on wits.
I'm heavy on wits and
Uh,
manipulation. Come at me.
well, we can play this game. Subterfuge, like I
so
think that's what James is looking for.
If
think
we
that's
want
so
a
what we're
from
rolling.
manipulation
Zen,
subterfuge roll, I'm happy.
that is what Zen's going to be rolling, manipulation subterfuge, which you should be fine. And Trent, it's going to be a wits insight.
Why is it insight? Insight is active.
That's usually what it is.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see.
I thought you were going to be fine, but there's that just in case. Okay.
So
Yeah.
everything that we just talked about is still
Yep.
stands as is, I guess.
Yep.
Um,
Everything you guys said to each other was completely true. Nothing was under the table or anything like that.
okay, so I mean, do you
So,
want to make your phone
yeah.
calls to your
So
people?
I
I don't
already
know if your
talked
phone
to
calls are real
Alavi.
phone calls or.
I already talked to Alavi. I'm also going to first reach out to Calvin, and see if he gives me any responses. Um,
Who's
basically,
Calvin?
Calvin was my original contact. He's the one that used to give me jobs, um, back in Finland. And then, barring me being able to reach out to him, I will reach out to Jinx if I can't get any information from him.
Okay. I don't have anything about Calvin, but I do remember Jinx.
Yeah, so Calvin, Jinx worked in the club that he operated out of.
Mhm.
in the scene before I actually took that job that ended up initiating everything with the technocracy, he was the one that gave me that job.
Okay.
But yeah, I figured he would be a good person to go to since he does tend to collect information in order to profit from it.
Okay. Yeah, so you call him, it goes to voicemail. Or if you text him, he just doesn't answer back yet.
Yeah, I'll try calling. If he doesn't answer, I'll leave him a text saying, hey, I got some information about Nia. I'm trying to track her down. Can you help me try and find her?
Okay. And he knows who Nia is?
Actually, come to think of it, I don't think he would. Because I probably didn't go back to him after the whole technocracy thing.
But with Jinx?
Jinx would.
Okay.
So I guess with him, I will leave it more vague, saying that I'm looking for somebody out there, and can he reach out to me? Hi, baby. Can he reach out to me, and help me find her? And then I'll text Jinx and say, I think something happened to Nia. Do you know where she is?
Okay.
Or can you help me find her?
All right.
Also probably since I don't think I have talked to her in a while, I'll probably be like, I'm sorry, this is so out of the blue.
And also, it's... What time would it be over in Russia?
She's
Not quite 12 hours
she's
behind?
in Finland. It's not quite Russia, but
Okay.
yeah.
It's a
Uh,
different time zone there.
it's I think let's see, they're 7 hours ahead of Eastern, and so that would be 11 hours
Okay.
for Seattle. So yeah, it would be 2 in the morning.
Something like that.
She
All
might
right.
still be working. Who knows?
Yeah, plausible. All right. So yeah, you send out the messages.
The bat signals.
Yep. And Trent, what are you doing?
Kind of on standby, just letting her do her thing. Where the girl from the college dorm that I got sucked into her terrible nightmare,
Mhm.
crazy whatever.
And you're
I
kind of
think
technically her mentor. Uh-huh.
that's what I was gonna say. I think we had decided that we're doing the whole mentorship thing. Do I know? Do I know how that was going? I don't remember if that was ever really
I mean, you've been giving her
discussed in depth.
lessons. It was you. We did a time skip of a few months, and
Oh,
you've been giving her lessons and training, and you kind of have a routine with her.
okay. Um, and then did we wrap up the story with Maneo, whatever that guy's name is? Okay. Have I heard, or do we have any new information? I can't remember from previous
Are you talking
games.
about the guy that like locked me in
The
that
guy that,
prison world type thing?
well, no, the guy that went splat on the sidewalk next to me.
Oh,
Remember, I
you're
was
saying?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
the whole
Uh,
judge case and all that. That got wrapped up, right?
no.
Because
Well,
that was the spirit at the
Yeah,
library. Wasn't
I
that
that?
got
mean,
wrapped up.
his story is done.
Yes, but I haven't
Uh,
gotten back to his sister yet.
yeah.
Okay.
You reached out to her, and she never got back with you.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I had already reached out or not.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was it when I reached out to her?
I don't know, a week maybe.
I may just, in the kind of awkward, I don't know what to do right at the moment kind of thing while Zen's doing her thing, I may just shoot off another text to her just saying, hey, just checking in on you. Haven't heard anything.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe watch TV. I don't know what to do.
All right.
I've got an apartment. I'm never hardly here, so.
All right.
Did I ever fix
Uh,
the repair of the table? Wasn't that like the table smashed? How did that
uh,
smash? I don't even remember how that smashed. I think I smashed it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you teleported on top of it by accident.
I'm going to assume I replaced it then because it's been a few weeks.
All right, so after those steps, I mean, you guys still know something's going on with Dumas at that place.
Well, so, I mean, that was an interesting run at the place. We definitely know more about it. Zen, were you able to figure out anything about the building itself?
I wasn't at that point, but now that I have a little bit of an understanding of like their infrastructure from failing to get in while I was there, I could probably take some time to actually try and um, go in.
Should we maybe also go back, but not in broad daylight?
Uh, I would definitely prefer to recon first. Um,
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that we walk back through the front doors just at nighttime, but should.
I'm saying I want to go into my
Because I
little
think James
magic
is.
internet and do some
Well,
noodly
you
noodlies and
you
try
go
and
have
figure that.
fun with your magic wonderland, but I don't do that. And I think James is looking like, what are we doing for the next days? How
Like,
far are you asking about time wise,
I'm just
James?
trying to see what's your next move.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I didn't
we've
mean
So
like
kind of
immediate
put up.
next move, but
that's what I'm planning on doing is
okay.
We're waiting on
going
feelers
into
from those
the.
people, and I'm.
Okay. Then go ahead and give me if you're going to try to hack into the place.
Yeah, I want to go into like my like full on digital home and try and do it there. Um,
Okay, so you're setting this up more like a ritual.
yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you have a rote for, I don't know, spying?
Yes, yeah. I haven't figured out what I want to call it yet, but yeah, I'll just list it as reconnaissance
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
And that one will be a yeah, I added in uh two other ones that I want to talk to you about. Um, but yeah.
All right. We'll come back to this. Uh,
When she does her ritual, I'm gonna probably go into, I guess, my other bedroom or whatever, the shadow room where I have all my stuff,
mhm.
and I will do one of mine as well to charge up a weapon.
Okay.
Forces.
And ladies and gents, I think I'm gonna have to bow out. I still have a couple of hours of work to get done tonight, so
Okay.
I'm
Let me
gonna
just
sign
cover real quick because I was about to switch back over to you and Vic. Just cover real quick what it was that you guys were dealing with.
off. Okay.
So, Vic, you search through your library for a little bit and you finally find the book that you were thinking about. You flip it open, you start flipping through the pages, and if I remember correctly, you got a 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, you flip through the pages and you immediately find it. Um, this guy somehow got a Bulgurt, but it's not the kind of Bulgurt that is in Legend that feeds off of fear. This one feeds off of frustrations. So it makes things go wrong to constantly get the person more and more frustrated, and it feeds off of it. And if not handled, it can get out of control, like what is currently happening.
So it's an entity.
hmm
Okay.
And you what? Probably need spirit to see it.
No, it's if it's doing this, it most likely has manifest itself in and it lives somewhere in the house.
I just couldn't remember at the time.
Okay. So if that's what we're dealing with, if nobody goes to the house for a couple of days, will it weaken because it's got nothing to feed on?
Or he'll move.
Great.
That's actually a decent theory. There's not there's information on how it feeds and how it survives and stuff like that, but it doesn't really talk about like long-term effects if it doesn't feed. But based off of what's written in there, that's actually a decent theory that it'll weaken itself if it can't continue to feed.
I think we give it a couple of days and go see how heavy the cloud is over the guy's house. Maybe
Okay.
watch from a distance, you know,
Yeah,
have a very
from a
effect.
far distance.
Yeah, and if we catch it leaving, then you know, maybe we can deal with it then. But if the cloud's shrinking, I think we just let it shrink and then go in and take care of the issue.
Okay.
So
Also,
that's my
it's
plan.
called cellophane. That stuff. That's what it's called.
So that's seller. That's right.
I thought it was just like that colored paper to stick in gift bags, not necessarily the plastic stuff. So yeah, I was way off. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to sign out.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for
Thank you,
joining.
everybody.
Have a good night.
Appreciate it. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Bye. And I watch all of my work get wrecked.
And it's
Somebody share their screen.
All right, let me
You really need to create a.
hold on. I think
4,
I might
3.
have. I
Oh, okay.
I have my 5-1. Let me see if the 4-1 works now. Okay, it kind of does. I just gotta fix it a little, but I think it works. Hold on. Yeah, I just gotta position people in the right places, but otherwise it's golden. Ha ha ha.
So you mean like don't do this with the camera? Is that what you're talking about?
That's okay. She already moved your block.
No, but I thought she framed them in. But
Fabi, did you get my message? Okay.
I actually lost a percentage for the Shane background. I cashed in a percentage, which cost me a lot.
Gotcha.
I was just wondering. I'm not going to use it to my advantage. I was just wondering.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with that still being a thing.
Okay.
I mean, if we had. Well, no. I mean, that your resources merit because of how you invest. That might actually come into play for a couple things, depending on what you're doing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. And so it seems like Sonny is like, okay, I'm gonna go check up on the guy and basically let him know he can't go home for a couple days.
Just move. Just move. You're in your house anyways.
So what's next on your list?
No, um, was assuming that I would have done some research on the mystery of the House of Knowledge or the Building of Knowledge.
Yep.
That was going to be my main focus because there's a timeline.
Yes, there is.
If
How would you get started on that? No, I mean, I got information on that. I just don't. How do you want to get started on that?
I assume they're talking. It has a twin. I can only assume it's some kind of realm that it's in, almost like that D place.
didn't we say, or didn't we discover that the other building was in the Umbra-ish kind of place?
Disostept?
Oh,
That
Duisatep?
Yeah, something like that kind of idea, where the matching one is in the Umbra of some sort. So I would try to search my library and possibly reach out to my other cohorts through the what you call it, the
Chantry?
No, the firm.
Oh, okay. Wait, does your firm deal with
It's
the
it's
Umbra?
a it's a well, I would assume more of the hippie people, the spirit walkers. I
Okay.
forget who they're called because I'm not familiar with Umbra per se. Besides Pocket Realms,
Okay.
but I was put out feelers for information on possible Umbra places that may be out there.
Okay. Um, let's see. All right. I guess.
Like I said, I've got some occult, but
Mhm.
it's not my forte for the
Yep.
spiritual realm.
I guess let's start with a intelligence occult library.
I also have leadership too, just in case. Intelligence, occult. You said library too?
Mhm. So yeah, you're digging through books. Uh, you're hitting all the right books of like Spirit Realm and stuff like that, but you're not really getting much kicks. So you get enough information to where uh, you don't sound like an idiot when you call into your firm to try to get the right people into looking for a twinned building.
Well, it's not my firm. It's just something I set up.
Sorry, into the firm. Um, so yeah, you get that started, but unfortunately, yeah, you after a lot of digging, blowing about a good hour, you don't really get much of anywhere. Uh, Trent, you get a phone call.
Okay. Is this
You look
another
at
magic phone call from Zen?
no, you look at the caller ID, and it just kind of like. Actually, you know what? I'm not 100% sure how you would feel when you see your father's name pop up on the phone.
That face.
I now know how you would feel if you see your father's name pop up on the phone. Is it going to voicemail? Is it?
I'm staring at the phone the whole time, deciding, and I would probably go back and forth until it does bounce to voicemail.
It feels like it rings for a half hour as you're staring at it. But yep, eventually, after like the fourth ring or so, it actually kicks off to voicemail.
Once I see that the voicemail has been left, I would listen to it and see.
Yep, the thing pops up and you get the voicemail tag on your phone.
All right, I'm gonna play it. See what he wants.
Uh, Son, I've received some information. I really need you to give me a call. We need to have a conversation about your activities in Seattle. Please call me back as soon as you can. And he
Beep.
probably signs off. It like, hold on, where's your
Yours sincerely,
looking for your
Hmm.
character?
father.
They're very. He's
Oh,
an
Ashton.
attorney.
He's like, as he like signs off, he was like, we need to have a conversation about your activities in Seattle. This is your father, Mr. Ashton. Give me a call. Dads don't realize caller ID actually lets you know who they are. Not too many people call you son, but and probably pompous enough to actually leave his number. Mr. Ashton, give me a call. 555-711.
Well, like I said, he's a pretty high power attorney, so that's probably just the norm.
Yeah.
If he goes to the trouble, if he goes to the trouble to actually call somebody himself, he just like goes on autopilot pretty much after he is done with the message and leaves the rest of his signature for his voicemail. Yeah. I'm going to go see what I've got in the freezer real quick.
Okay.
And
so you're gonna buy some time around the house?
I'm going to take a shot of vodka and then I'm going to go out to the balcony and I'll call him back.
Okay. Zen, give me a. This is going to be. So this is a ritual, so it's going to be Arete correspondence. It's coincidental, since you're not actually teleporting yourself there.
Sorry, Fantasy Grounds being a little laggy. You said Arete correspondence?
Yep.
Come on. Come on. And then difficulty what? 2?
Yes, the base of a ritual is difficulty 2. Actually, the base of the ritual is highest fear used -1, so that would still be 2. But oh wow, that's a good start. All right. I need to record this somewhere. Oh, you know what? I can just do this. No, share.
Game board? I don't think I've ever seen this.
It's new.
I know. I made it.
Oh.
So you got 5 successes. So I'll just put you there.
Is there supposed to be something on the game board? I just see her token.
Oh crap! Can you not see the picture?
We can see the picture of the background. Yeah.
I don't see it. I just see it loading in a token, but that may just be my set.
Do you still see Do you still not see portraits?
Well, I'm not seeing anything either. It says loading in her
Yeah.
token.
I can see her token.
I see it.
I don't see portraits.
I see the whole like race contestant that I'm in 5 right now.
As long as she sees it.
But you and I also tested something. It might have been
I didn't load this. This is brand new. I made this tonight. Oh, I made this in Fantasy Grounds tonight. I've had it for a while in my desktop, but
I don't know then. I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah, I sent you a IM about it in Discord.
Oh,
seeing what you thought of the look.
I like mentally translated it to. Yeah, I conducted it into Fantasy Grounds and becoming my character. Yeah, I see it.
What if you guys? What happens when you right-click on the screen? Do you get any options?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a sharing option off to the left?
Nope.
What are your options?
Pointer, close window, minimize, resize, and drawing.
Yep.
I can physically grab the picture that's not there and move it, and her token moves. I could zoom in and zoom out, but there's no picture.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out. That sucks because I'm going to be using this game board a lot.
Now, see, when I go to images, do
Mhm.
mouse to mouse work, Smith tile works, hit mark is blank, and so is game board. Game board just says loading.
What if I close all the rest of the crap?
It didn't change, just says loading.
Should I close the window and redo it?
Maybe.
That did it. It doesn't work.
Nope.
We got to figure that out. That's a problem. Okay. We definitely need a tech night sometime in the not too far future to figure these things out because we don't want
Okay.
this to be the thing that's causing us to not play or to slow us down from playing.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I can
but
see it. Zen can see it right now. We will.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's the important for right now thing.
Yeah. But definitely, I need you guys to be able to see this in the future because I plan on using this a lot for our
I do see scribbles
for
on it now.
contest and somebody drew.
That was me. So I can affect it. I just can't see it.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Can I affect it?
I tried erasing. I just couldn't see what I drew.
Yeah, I'm gonna not go down that path because I don't want to just be scribbling all over it.
okie dokie.
Anyways, one more thing. How big is this image? So I didn't make it too big, did I? Nope. It's 407 kilobytes. You guys should be able to download that just fine.
Remember, my downloads wasn't working. I had to manual. I don't know if that has any bearing on it or not, but
It could.
of course,
Nobody
mine
else is
on
testing out
this
yet.
laptop also doesn't even show up as a program. So who the hell knows what's going on with
I
mine?
will say Fantasy Grounds has been running really slow for me. I don't know if it's just like because I have a potato computer, but
So
Why do you have a potato computer? Doesn't sound like a very good thing to have.
because I don't have a lot of extra money.
it's fair.
Just
So my prediction is that Fantasy Grounds is in the process of moving to Unity,
Mm-hmm.
and all of their code is they built it in such a way to where when they make an update, it updates both the classic and the Unity applications.
Makes sense.
We have been continuing working on classic where everybody else is working on Unity, and they're probably not seeing some of these bugs. And so when I'm reporting them, I'm the only one in the crowd going, "Hey, I'm having this problem on classic," and everybody else is like, "Well, we're on Unity, we're not seeing this."
Yeah.
So I predict if we actually take some time and move to Unity, which this is my last week of school, so I think that might be a good investment for me over the next couple weeks. Get used to getting how Unity works. But I need a few of you guys to help out so I can see how it's operating on your guys' computers.
Sure.
Some benefits that we get off of that is we will get like the ability of lighting.
Which is
When we
cool.
actually use maps again, somebody can carry around a lamp, and when they're moving their character, it will actually shine off the walls and everything. We also there's weather, so if it's raining, you actually see rain on the map.
Very cool.
Yeah, so those are some cool benefits that you get off of it. I haven't figured them all out yet, but I just haven't had time. So yeah, you get started with that, and that is going to probably take an hour. Vic, what do you do after that?
I haven't heard from the other two ladies. I'd probably give one of them. I'd probably give Zenori a call. because Trent doesn't like me.
Okay.
I didn't have a problem with me. You got all snippy.
uh, yeah, in your digital world, you have a little like chat window vid screen pop up that it's a phone call.
I'm gonna hit the button that says reply with text. And say, busy right now, what's up?
Just checking in, see what's going on, see what's up in your world.
I will text back. Almost got killed by Terminator. Not dead yet. Looking up some stuff.
Emoji of face palm.
I imagine Vic literally just said that to his phone. Like he's like trying to voice to text an emoji.
Yeah, like it doesn't actually show up as an emoji. It literally says
Says emoji facepalm, and that's what you get as a text. And you're just like, okay,
Hey,
you've
Not
been hanging out with
Sonny.
Sonny. Yeah, you've been hanging out with Sonny too long.
That's
And then
actually exactly what I text back with. I'm like, you've been with Sonny too long. We're over at Trent's if you want to come hang out.
I will text not my fault.
Yeah, I'll say we're over at Trent's. Beware potential uh mind fuckery.
Sounds like a plan. Start heading that direction.
Okay. Yep. So you get in your car, start heading over. Trent, you're standing out on the balcony.
Yep. I will call him up.
Uh,
This is not going to go well.
after exactly 3 rings, he answers the phone. Crap, what was your name? Oh, Ashton. This is Mr. Ashton. How may I help you?
Hey, Dad.
Ah, son. Glad to see that you got my call. How's your school been going?
It's school. Still not sure what to do here. Just kind of going to classes.
Hmm. And you could tell that he's just not really paying that much attention. But he heard somewhere, obviously he probably read in some kind of parenting book, that it's good to like ask some warm-up questions before actually getting to what you really need to get to.
Mm-hmm. This has been my entire life with this guy, so it's not like it's anything new now that I'm away at college. So
He's like, I just sent you a link. Can you open it on your phone?
Dad, you're not falling for like one of those Nigerian prince things, are you? And I'll go and like look for the email or the text message or whatever, and I'll open the link. What does the link say? I'm not the most technologically savvy, but I've learned how to hover over links, kind of
I mean,
thing.
it doesn't
Like, what
spark
is
you
the
as like,
link for? Does it seem like it's
it looks like it was it used a tiny URL. So it could be honestly
anything? Great. So as I'm like getting ready to click on it, so what is this link for? Is this like a
It's something I
video?
want you to see. Yes.
Hey, do I hear any of this? Like, I'm focused in like my digital realm, but like, do I hear anything? Like, you know how like you hear your name, and like you get, even if you're focused on something else. If I hear somebody say click the link, does that like trigger something for me?
I'll let you make a wits awareness, but at a -2.
Okay. What's awareness? Um, okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna like yell wait a second to Trent, and then I'm gonna send him a program real quick that's like a little mini sandbox environment that he can open it in.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. I could
And then I'll go back to my stuff.
Yeah,
I could see you
you
having
don't
that ready.
send it to me; it just
It
shows
just
up on my
installs.
phone.
Yeah.
It's just there. I hear wait, blink, 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 blink,
Okay, use
and then the
this.
link automatically clicks itself in the sandbox, and I'm like, what?
Actually,
Like you hear me get frustrated again on the balcony because of how you do things. Just like
I'm imagining you being in the digital web, and you're like, you actually do call out physically, like, wait, let me help you, and then like in the digital web, you're like, okay, I'll just send him over a sandbox file, and he can go ahead and install that. You know what? Trent probably doesn't know how to install that. Let me go ahead and actually install that and stuff. Wow, he is missing a lot of updates. Let me fix that. And
my phone's just like restarting. Wait, what? No.
oh my God, does he have any organizational patterns? No, this can't be. I gotta get this whole straighten this phone thing out.
I can never find my MP3s on my phone ever again.
Have you seen your error log that you have in your phone?
No, phones have an error log. What are you? Anyway, so yeah, so the sandbox thing pops up and automatically loads the link and starts playing the video.
hmm so it's unless people know who you are, they would not be able to tell that it's you.
Yep.
But you know who you are, and you clearly see yourself. However, this would never hold up in
In
anything
court.
like court or anything like that. But your father at times can remember what his son looks like.
Mm,
Um,
I don't know that he knows about the hair color and the hawk and all that other stuff. But of course, I don't know how distorted this camera of whatever is going to actually be. But
yeah, it's really far away, and it does have some just it is a little distorted, but there's at one point where it pauses just for a brief second, and you could tell that the video was manipulated to create this pause, so he can definitely point
mhm.
this out. But there's a decent shot of your face.
Okay.
Anybody else looking at this, if it was playing in full motion, they might have missed that little blip. But
So what am I doing in
it
this video?
you are leaving Dumas Genetics on a motorcycle, or about to get on a motorcycle, uh, with Zenori and William.
Mhm.
And he's like, I got this video, and it's a little bit of a concern from Dumas Genetics. Why are you hanging out with a known terrorist?
Unknown who? What?
What's sad is I don't know if he's talking about me or William.
Trent doesn't know.
You're unaware of Miss Lintonen's history? She
I'm not
actually has
quite
direct
sure
ties
who
to
that
Dubruckfa.
is.
To who?
No,
Now wait
okay.
a minute.
I'm wait. Who did you say?
Miss Lintonen. And
Who
I'm
the,
and if he's saying it wrong, he probably would be.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh
know who that is, Dad.
how do you say your name?
It's Laytonin. It's close.
Laytonen? No,
Hmm
No, we can stick
Lintonen.
with his. We can
But
stick
Yeah.
yeah,
with
I
his.
would stick with his because it doesn't look like that.
So who? I don't know who this Miss Layton, what?
Lintonen.
Dad, you're not making any sense. Like, what? What? I don't understand what's going on.
Uh Miss
You can tell Trent is doing this on purpose, but
Miss Exinori is Exinori Lintonen
I would not be
is
able to not laugh at that.
son, this is serious, and I would appreciate it if you took it a little bit seriously.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry. Sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
Obviously, this is a code name. Nobody has the name of Exinori. But
You're absolutely correct.
but uh, yes, she's a terrorist. She has known ties with the Bratva, and he says it like
Wait,
he
he says
he
that
studied
with
Bratva.
yeah,
Um,
but he
like
can't
because
say my name.
there's plenty of movie and book references and stuff that's like really help people say that. But he can't get other things because
Does
racist white
Trent
dude.
have any idea who the hell the Bratva is or whatever this group is?
I
It's
mean,
been it's been mentioned a few times.
Bratva is
Have you
no.
In
watched
our
Arrow?
circle?
Have you
Yes.
watched Arrow? Like,
I mean, most people know who the Bratva is.
Um,
Wait, Nathan, do you know who the
Sasha.
Bratva is?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, they're the Russian mafia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
Sasha had a tie with him.
very.
Did that actually
That's a
ever
very
come up,
easy
though?
way to describe who they are. But no, I
it's
mean
kind of
that's who
like the
they are in real life.
Yakuza.
No, I get that. But the
Okay.
Sasha thing, did Sasha's tie to that actually come up as like general revelation in our group hangouts?
I
I don't
knew
know
that
if they
about
ever.
him.
Yes, but you
Um,
guys kind of shared that.
yeah,
So
I don't know that we told.
does Trent?
Trent
Well,
probably does not know.
wait a minute. Weren't you
Okay,
there when he was rescuing like his
I've
girlfriend or
rescued,
wife
yeah,
or something?
but I was just a troublemaker who thought it was fun. I
Okay,
didn't
so you've
I didn't
encountered
really
them,
know.
but you didn't know it was
No, I
them.
was under arrest. I was on handcuffs. I was under arrest because some jackass arrested me, and that's all I knew was this guy was tearing up the place, comes flying down the hallway, and I thought it would be fun to go with him. That's literally all Trent's involvement was, hey, this will be fun, and I just picked my lock and moved on and kind of kept going because I was bored sitting on a bench in a hallway. Yeah, that's about Trent's involvement. I just kind of was running. I was running down the hallway with some dude like, "Hey, how's it going? What are we doing? I don't know."
That's what I can see. Like none associates of Sasha's and the Bratva, Trent. Sounds like Interpol and doesn't even know it.
Yeah, no, probably not. Trent is he does not concern himself by general world affairs. Trent doesn't care, and so he's just kind of like, "Okay, Dad, what? Who?
I
Bratva? What is this
they're
like the
not.
mob? Like what?"
I mean, yes, son. That's pretty much exactly who they are.
Oh, okay. And okay, I have so many questions.
So, because of who I am and because of who you are, uh, Dumas Genetics is willing to allow this to be handled internally, but they really want to know, what did you guys steal?
Steal nothing. We didn't take anything, Dad. I was having some trouble going to sleep. We went there
My girlfriend
because they had
decided
us.
I needed to go there.
We went there because they were talking about some kind of sleep study, and then some crazy dude tries to attack me, and we ran. I was not aware that Zen was involved with some Russian mob, but I mean, she's just kind of become a friend recently. We've kind of been through some stuff. She's helped me out. I, it's not like I've asked her entire life story.
Maybe you should get to know the people that you associate with. I've taught you better than that.
That's kind of exactly why I normally don't.
So
I
I
would,
see the problem here. She's obviously using you.
Obviously,
yeah, that's completely it. What what exactly is it that you're looking for me to do here, Dad?
We'll have to figure it out, and I'll be in touch. But we do need to know what was taken from them that day.
Sure, I'll ask her, but as far as I'm aware, we didn't take anything. I was attacked. We ran. That's pretty much it. I love how you're concerned for my well-being. Thanks. And I'm going to hang up the phone.
Okay. And there's probably like a brief cutscene of him like kind of sitting there holding the phone, going, "That could have probably gone better."
And then after that, I will go and just kind of tap, because I know she's in her like zone kind of thing. I'll just kind of like tap Zen on the shoulder and be like, not trying to startle you. Um, so I just had a fun phone call with my dad, who got a video from Dumas Genetics about us leaving, and apparently you're on some kind of like terrorist watch list, and he wants to know what we stole from Dumas, which, as far as I'm aware, we didn't steal anything. Not that I really care, but just figured I'd let you know while you're doing your thing. And I'm just gonna like I'm gonna go to my other I'm gonna go to my other bedroom, and I'm gonna start working on the ritual for my stuff.
So like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna like drop all of that at you and just walk away.
so I'm just gonna kind of look at him
I'm not even looking. I'm already in the
and then look,
walking in the room.
just go back to what I was doing.
Yeah, I just dropped you a real life voicemail is all I was doing while you were in the middle of doing your work. I just kind of did that, and I'm out, and walked away.
All right, Trent, go ahead and give me a Arete. What is it? Forces.
Yep,
Is this a rich? I'm sorry. Is
it's
this
a
a rope?
ritual. It's a rope.
It is a rope, and it's a
Yes,
ritual. Okay.
yes. So, are they like a roll contest thing, and they just slowly build, or is there a base difficulty each roll? I
It's a
don't
base
remember.
difficulty 2.
Two.
His base difficulty is,
Well,
well,
Oh,
it's the
it's
highest
sorry.
well,
sphere -1,
highest
Yeah.
sphere
which is
minus
most
one
likely
goes
two.
two. Yep. Okay. Coincidental.
Yes.
What are you trying to do?
So basically, I am building up forces inside of a weapon so that I can use them. Remember how I crushed
Mhm.
that dude in the elevator? I'm basically trying to build that up so that I'm not having to do that on the fly. It's kind of built into the weapon for a few charges, a scene, whatever the. I don't
Yeah,
remember. I'm
he's doing a
horrible at
ritual.
rituals.
So you have to do a ritual, and then you divide the successes up by duration, damage, and others.
Yeah. I want it
Right.
to be probably not super high length duration. I'm probably looking for a single fight, because what Trent is most worried about for this is another encounter with Tom, and he wants this thing to rip him in half, but not necessarily only have one shot. So he's not looking for like two
Well,
days worth of time. He's looking for 5 to 10 minutes of time,
So
but
really, what you're trying to
monster
do
power.
here is you're trying to build a temporary wonder.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, basically, James, it's gonna be a ritual, but the duration is how long the spell lasts. So if you want it to last a day, I think you need 3 successes on duration to last
yeah.
1 day.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it just automatically fizzles. It's not like that day is stored. It's a 24-hour time period from ritual completion. Okay.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it I'm going to what does it take to go to like a week? Because I don't know exactly what Zen is going to discover.
So
I
it goes from a turn to a scene to a day to a story line. It jumps really quickly.
yeah,
Oh, and that's what, 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
but here's
Let's
the thing though, as long as that spell is active, you're getting a negative, I believe, James, correct? For every
Yes.
additional spell?
Well, so every 2 spells that you have, so your third spell is when you're going to figure it. You
Okay,
can have 2 spells going at the same time without any
okay.
penalty. On your third spell, you're at a -1.
Okay.
Your fourth spell, you're fine. Your fifth spell, you're at a -2.
Okay. So since I don't typically store anything outside of this, I
Right.
would be okay with. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go probably for a duration of 4, and then I'm gonna try and load as much power into this as I can.
Okay. So yeah, it will be vulgar once you use it, but
For
uh,
building.
right now you're going to just treat it as coincidental for building it.
Okay. Oh. Woohoo! Nothing.
Well, no, that's 2 successes still. So the base difficulty, all that means is that you have to meet that as a minimum. Otherwise,
Because it's
you're
targeting
kind of failing the
other.
roll. But once you meet that, you apply all of the successes towards the ritual.
Okay. So
Um,
I met it and the 2 successes applied, or I met it in the next roll.
No, you meet,
Success.
and then those successes apply to the overall.
Okay.
So
All right.
you're at
So
2 successes so far.
So in the event that like next hour from now I roll again, I only got 1, none of them apply. Is that how that works?
Right, you're in the process of failing a roll, and there's rules to what happens when you fail a roll.
Okay.
Boom.
So if you fail well, no, not really. When you fail a roll, you just add +1 to the base for each failed roll, which increases the ability to have a messy failure.
Got it.
Um,
Now do I add paradox?
you add temporary paradox,
Okay.
and then you do the same. You add temporary paradox.
So I just go up by 1 each roll, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I have added my 1 and I've got 2 successes.
Okay.
If
And
you
so
want to
by that
track on
time,
your board, oh, you already have
I
it.
am.
Okay.
Can you say that about adding the paradox at the end again? I'm sorry.
You want to add a temporary paradox.
How do you make
Since
it?
you're doing.
Oh, the middle one. Derp. Okay.
Yep.
Right. So after each turn, you have a temporary paradox.
Yep.
Each turn of the ritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the limiter again, and how many rolls you can go? Because it's an
Stamina.
hour. It's an hour per
So
roll, right? It's
yeah, you basically when you get to your stamina, you can go up to your stamina for free, and then you have to actually roll a stamina check to see if you can go past that many hours.
okay.
So if you have two stamina, on your third stamina, you need to first make a stamina check to see can I
Okay.
handle this.
All right. Well, let's see how that plays out then.
So Vic arrives.
I'm sorry, James. Did you put the new book in the?
It
In the
should
player
be in the
section?
4 players.
So player resources, or 4 players under player resources. And then it should be M5 Ascension Hack.
Which one? There's just
Uh,
in Tuesday.
There's a doc and then there's a PDF. The PDF is the one that you want to use.
There's a cheat sheet because I don't like doing stuff. Download.
Hey, that I build cheat sheets because I know they benefit me, and I figure other people can definitely use them.
Download. Okay.
All right.
Because I will also have to do bells eventually.
Okay. We'll probably handle that. We'll probably handle the rest of these rituals at the very beginning of the next game.
I will ring the doorbell if there is one. If not, I will do the knock.
Yeah. There's an electronic doorbell thingy.
I will push it, then I will knock. Shaving a haircut 5 cents. Or 2 pence,
Isn't it
what
2
you want to call it.
bits? Yeah.
Something like
Eh.
I'm gonna, because the way I've designed my ritual is that I'm basically spinning the weapon.
Mhm.
It's kind of like charging the forces into it. I'm going to move over to the touchpad on the bedroom wall and just kind of poke it while I'm still like kind of
Just
concentrating.
keep
Like,
spinning.
hey,
Just
yeah,
keep spinning.
And you see his hand doing this,
no, it's up. You
and
can
he's like,
see.
hey, what's up?
I see you're busy. I'll wait a few minutes.
This might take a while. What do you need? Come on in. And I just buzz the door. I just buzz the door.
I'll come in.
Again, you click
Drinks are
the
in the
adult
fridge.
content button at the very beginning of this video.
Make yourself at home. You see Zen just kind of sitting there doing this on the couch. And I'm just like, hey, how's it going?
No, it's in
And you see
like
me spinning a.
I'm sitting in like a
stick.
meditative position, but instead of like having like my palms up on my knees, they're kind of resting here, and they both look like they're typing independently.
Okay, crazy people.
Help yourself from the
Same
other
thing.
bedroom while I'm like swinging a stick through the air, and you're like, what the hell did I walk into?
Ah,
You guys are probably going to continue doing these rituals, but do you guys get caught up on what's going on with Dumas genetics?
What do you mean?
Are you guys going to want to tell Vic what's going on with Dumas?
Oh yeah, I mean we
Oh,
would
yes.
eventually
Uh,
at some point.
let's go ahead and handle that now, so we don't have to handle it at next game,
Okay.
and we'll just say that you guys finished the ritual and then you actually had this conversation with.
Okay.
Or you got to a point in the ritual where you needed to take a break, anyways.
Well,
Can you do that?
Trent, you had that video
Yes.
anyways. We can just show Vic.
Well, I mean, let's give him the rundown of what actually happened, and then I can show him the video my dad sent, which probably means trouble, because it probably means he's coming over
Your
in the
dad?
area. Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that troubling? I thought everybody got along well with their parents.
Yeah, so not so much.
I mean, I grew up in an orphanage. How would I
So-
know? You know. Oh, I don't have
my
Shane
dad-
here.
My dad's a lawyer, and he's the kind that like JFK would have called for a dead hooker in the White House kind of thing. Like, that's who my dad is. He's got
There are dead hookers in the White
large.
House.
He's got
No,
large
obviously he called the
favors.
lawyer to get the hookers out.
Yeah, he has large favors owed to him by lots of powerful people, and he tends to work with powerful people quite often. So I'm assuming that he somehow, maybe not necessarily knows what's really going on, but somehow represents or has been called in to represent Dumas genetics. And
is there a way? What role would I do to see if I know his father?
I mean, he's a pretty famous lawyer.
if I
in
give you
probably
my
New
last
York.
name, you would probably know it.
Yeah, but hey, Trent, what is your father's name?
I don't know. I don't even think I had it.
Mr.
on my
Ashton,
sheet.
obviously.
Do I have his name, his first name?
I'm looking to see if he
Ashton
had a
was
first
from
name.
such law firm. Yeah, I know him.
I have them as Trent's parents.
Yep, that's probably about right. You let's make up a first name if you want. I don't care.
Man, this is the
How
first
about
game where I didn't have a
Richard?
random name.
Richard seems like a good name. Richard
Richard.
Ashton.
Sure, that works.
Because then you could call him
And
Dick.
Well, I probably would anyway.
Richard and Mary
There you go.
Ashton.
And it would definitely be his law firm. He would be the original owner and have partners that are also power players. But
Dick and Harry law firm.
yeah, like you would know who he is.
Okay. So, anyways, get him
And
caught up.
He represents. He does
So-
work all over the place in many countries.
So
Not
what are you?
necessarily in a lawyer.
So I got some
I-
information from a contact about people going missing and Dumas genetics being involved. So we took a field trip there and tried to see if we could figure stuff out. But we were very rudely interrupted by the Terminator, who then proceeded to try and murder us. But we got away. And
Yeah, what she said.
And then somebody we met there who had a name on a list that he gave to us gave me that list, and then Trent took us on another field trip to Cancun.
Sort of not my fault.
Absolutely your fault.
So you went there looking for people that are missing and met a man who had a list.
I feel like there's a movie
of
about this.
of
The way
people
you use it.
of people who um,
That went missing.
That was awesome.
What just
Because
happened?
like, okay, so as like Aaron was looking at the screen, the cat looks directly up and directly at the screen. Like it's looking right into the
it
camera.
was really scary.
And then as Aaron turns around to look back, the cat went.
I wasn't doing anything.
uh, uh,
Yeah, you sleep with those demon things.
no, they protect me from the demons in the house.
Is
Oh
that
my
how
god.
that works?
Yes.
So the man you met gave you a list of the missing people.
Well, we had our own list.
Well,
a small
no, we didn't
I
have.
thought we had a list. I thought you had a small list.
She had information about people disappearing.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, digital
But it
files,
wasn't-
right?
It was information showing the lack of people. So
Yeah, like they didn't exist anymore, but
It
Yep.
wasn't
She had
name
their-
specific.
yeah,
Oh.
no, she didn't really have data on these people. She just had the fact that, like,
People were going missing, and Dumas was
Yeah.
somehow associated with that.
Oh,
and
okay.
So we went
Um,
to Dumas to attempt to find out more information about it. And while we were there is when we met William, who his mother apparently went missing, and Dumas had taken her a long time ago.
Does he work for Damas?
I don't think so.
So you met him at Damas?
Yeah, he was another patient there. He was in the waiting lobby. And he helped let me know when I needed to go help Trent get out. So, and he helped us on escaping Terminator.
How did he know when to help Trent?
He rolled a better skill check than I did.
Is he my guy?
He's also a mage.
Okay.
He's really good with physics.
What tradition?
I don't know. He touched a lot of stuff.
Pedophile. Okay.
he had a lot of gadgets.
Not kids. Stuff.
He
He
had
had-
a lot of gadgets.
A lot of gadgets. Okay.
He did have gadgets.
Hmm
I don't
I didn't
remember
see
that at all.
gadgets. I just
Okay,
remember
maybe
touching
Jeff
things.
wasn't really talking about it a lot, but yeah, he definitely had a lot of gadgets. He would pull out a different tool every time he would try to cast something. He had these glasses that had different lenses that he was able to slide down
Okay.
on him.
He's a Etherean.
Sure, whatever you say.
Both Trent and Zen are just like, meh.
He was very sciencey.
You can see why the party has kind of segregated into these little groups.
Yeah, thanks. I got Grandpa.
But yeah, there's somebody that I know that was on that list that William had, so I'm trying to find out information about where she might be at this point. So that's where I'm at. Not quite sure what Trent's doing other than, tripping to tropical paradises and dragging some people along with him.
Again,
At
not
least it's a
100%
paradise
my
and not
fault.
a nightmare.
could have been worse. Probably could have been worse.
Yeah, let's not do that.
So at this point, now that we're kind of caught up with what happened, I will pull the video out and show everybody the video that my dad sent, and is now claiming that you, Zen, I think is the implication, but us, that we stole something from Dumas Genetics.
I mean,
So I
I
think
didn't take anything.
I didn't take anything. I think that's all a cover to
To-
try
Just to
and
try and
get
get us in
us
trouble.
to meet them. I think because the way he said it, they contacted him. They're willing to handle this quietly internally as long as we return what we stole. I read that as they want us all to come quietly so they can murder us all and make the story go away. That's how I hear that.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment, or at least something close.
So I
So
don't
we
think
should
that our
probably not do that.
plans. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not inclined to, but I will say that I do think my dad is going to be traveling here, and that presents certain wrinkles to how we have to handle activities.
Does your
Or
father know you're a mage?
no, not really.
Is he a
Not
mage?
really?
No, not really.
Not really?
As far as I am aware, he is not a mage. As far as I'm aware, he does not know that I am one. Now, like I said, he knows lots of people and is owed lots of powerful favors. So, can I guarantee that he does not know that I'm a mage? No, not 100%. Can I guarantee that he isn't a mage? No, not 100%. Because I have never seen him face to face since I have discovered these abilities and started learning how to use them. I haven't seen my father in probably 5 years.
Okay. Zenori, did we do a background check on Damas to see who their um, backers are?
Finance.
Financial backers.
I don't think so. I can add that right now. I'm trying to get into their network. I had got a little bit of an idea of it while we were actually there in person. So now that I have more
No.
time and am not in actively being murdered, trying
You
to find out.
did have you did have some initial information on them from your contact.
Did it include that?
Um, I mean, it had some just
I'll
here's
just hand
information.
Vic the
Shell
report,
corporations.
my original report, and the list while I'm at it in case he recognizes somebody else that's on the list. Um,
None of the names on the list stand out to you, but as you flip through here's information you need to know about Dumas. It does have a list of employees, and then it also has a list of people who are on the board, and there is a Richard Ashton on the board.
Okay. I was also looking possibly character background of possible projects or other names that would be technocracy related.
So in the initial report, how crap, what was his name again? Zen, like who gave it to
Olavi?
you? Alavi. Uh, that Alavi put together. It did. One of the reasons why he put it together and said, "Here, Zen, I think you'd be interested in this," is because he made it. He made ties to the technocracy. Um,
And that's why Thomas was there.
yes.
Um, I don't remember if you said it or just something in my brain, but didn't you say that one time someone found a file? I think Zenori found a file from the technocracy, or is that just her backstory?
She used
I'm
to
gonna
work
need a lot more
technically.
It was
specificity in
She
that
found a lot
question.
of files.
Yeah.
well, no, it was some kind of program, and for some reason it stuck out.
Aren't you hunting for something from the technocracy? One of you two?
I think she is.
I
Aren't you
mean,
hunting
my whole
for
life is about the technocracy, so I
like
need more specifics.
like a
Weren't you
wonder or
weren't you just
something?
looking for like a project or some kind of file name?
Like meta-wise, I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't remember if it was you or me or something, but there was a file name and it stuck out for some reason.
Yeah, because it was like almost like a wonder kind of file name. Like the Technocracy was looking for something or had recently found something. This was very, very early on
Yeah, very,
in
very,
our
very beginning of the game.
gameplay. And I can't get Realmworks
Right?
to load
But
on
you know
the
what I'm talking about, right? There was
That's
there was
why I
some
just said meta. I
file
have
name.
no idea what you're talking about.
Well, Nathan does. He remembers.
Well, I don't remember what it was called. I just remember there was something that the Technocracy had discovered or was looking for that you guys, I think it might have been in somebody's backstory,
Are you talking about my
found.
bots?
No, no, no,
No.
no. This was one of the first games when we were learning backstory kind of things that I think you, Zin, had discovered that the Technocracy was after something or they had recently acquired something and it was on the level of like a wonder and you were trying to keep them from actually being able to use it or something to that effect.
Man, that really sounds like your bugs.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
Oh, well, I don't know then. If that's what it is.
That's the whole thing that they chased me down and put me in a friggin' like cage in the digital web to try and take back from me.
Yeah,
So
maybe. We can call it that.
I don't know. Other than that, I
I don't know
really
that
don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys remember another storyline,
that.
I'm not. It's not ringing any bells for me.
Okay. Well then. Okay. Never mind then.
Uh,
But yeah, so I had just given the list and everything over to Vic, and you saw Richard Ashton on there.
So the data does point that they are disappearing from this building, the building that they went and visited. And so that
Didn't we learn from Will, though, that his mother wasn't dead? She was alive somewhere else?
he thought she was dead, and he found out that she was disappeared through them.
So she still
But,
might possibly be dead, but
but I thought that he learned, wasn't there like a video clip or of like a screen grab of her still being alive?
Yeah, that's how I discovered that she was alive.
Okay. So he thought she was dead, discovered she was alive, and that's what brought him to Dumas. And then that's when we discovered all of this information that they are disappearing people, but for some purpose. These people aren't just being churned into bio parts, like they're being
I don't think we
used.
knew anything about why. I don't think that was mentioned at all.
Well, not we still don't know what they're doing, but we can piecemeal that he thought his mom was dead. He saw an image of his mom alive recently, somehow traced it back to Dumas. We were looking into Dumas disappearing people. My assumption would be they're doing something to these people, whether some kind of brainwashing or stealing their skin to put on whack jobs like Thomas. I don't know, but this would be my assumption is that they're doing something with these people.
Uh, can you three give me a wits larceny check?
Woohoo.
What, like a regular roll or a roll contest or what?
Uh, 2 should be fine. Difficulty 2 should be fine.
Zero successes.
So
All right.
so like as Trent's like sitting there thinking about this, and holding holding some papers in his hands, and he's waving them back and forth. Zen and Vic, you guys look at the papers that he's holding and he's waving, and it wasn't you two that stole something. There was a third person with you.
Oh,
Something was
it was
stolen,
William.
That's what I was gonna ask.
and Trent is sitting there waving the list of names of people.
And then it's just so slowly like,
Ping, and Trent is still clueless.
It's like, Trent, what's in your hand?
I'm just still just talking.
I'm
Hey,
just
Trent.
I'm gonna like to grab them and take them from it.
I
Um,
mean,
What?
they're the list of names.
What,
You got.
where'd you get those from?
Oh no, that was already introduced.
yeah,
No,
the,
no, no,
That
no,
was
yes, yes.
the
Trent,
list
where'd you
that.
get Trent, where'd you get those from?
Who? What?
Trent, where'd you get those names from?
we got them from William.
From those pieces of paper?
Where did William get them from?
I don't know.
We didn't really
Oh.
ask.
Yeah, that's probably what he stole.
Oh. Okay, so it's no big deal then.
About
I mean,
It's just pieces of paper, right? I mean,
your
No, no,
dad
no, no.
said that he wanted us to give them the information back, but it's information. Like you can't just give it back and
Wait a minute. He said we, not I or they.
who? What? No, no, no. He said that Dumas wanted to work with him to handle this quietly
Um, you
with
know your
me.
your father
Me.
your father's on
Me.
the board of directors of Demas.
Like I said, he's not exactly a good guy. I have no illusions of him just being a wonderful, decent, upstanding human being. I, I lived in that house for a long time. There's a lot that tells me otherwise.
Okay, but
So
you stole from him pretty much.
I didn't steal from him.
in his mind, essentially, you did because you're associated with somebody that did.
I can bring him back the pieces of paper if that's what you want me to do.
I
I
think it's a
don't want to
stupid
do it
idea.
alone.
No,
Um,
it's a
I,
stupid.
I don't.
First off, you can't give him back the information. That's what I just said. So we're just screwing
I'm
ourselves
aware
over.
I can hand him back pieces of paper. I know that I'm not
Why?
on whatever level you guys are talking about,
He
but
he doesn't want the
I'm
paper.
not. Yes.
He wants the
Okay.
information that was stolen,
Well, I
which
can't
is inside
exactly.
your
I
brain.
can't remove it from my brain.
But he
Oh, but
might
he
be
can.
able
I
to,
Well,
knowing him.
I would prefer.
actually,
No, I'm not. I'm not high enough in mind yet for that. But
that's mine. I'm pretty sure you can do that with mine 3.
mine three can't remove my own memories because mine three can't change my pattern.
No, it just changes. It just put thoughts in people's heads.
Yeah, I can't mind wipe myself.
I think it's 4 to
It's like 4 or
create
5 to do that.
false. Yeah.
I know 5 can change my pattern. I can make myself believe that I was a freaking fire mage, and I could believe that I was Vic with mine 5. I could rewrite my character with mine 5
With
pretty
3, you
much.
can give commands and telepathic commands.
Yeah.
Okay, meta
Or I could
pause for a
throw.
second. Are we going to be going for a little bit? If so, I need a break.
Nah, I think we should probably call it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're pretty much
Yeah,
ready.
I want to get Sonny in on this one too. Since I didn't tell you guys yet.
So,
What?
yeah, I'm not inclined to bring my dad back papers alone, nor am I inclined to let him poke around inside my head, or them, or whatever he's involved with. So, again, like I said, I think our original plan still sticks that we are trying to infiltrate and figure out what's really going on at Dumas Genetics. I'm just saying that my dad is now a wrinkle, which still hasn't changed any now that I know that he's on their board. He's probably coming here to this coast to their facility. So I would imagine if it wasn't already heightened from today's earlier events, that security would be heightened. And I'll just have to wear a hoodie.
um, Vic, you could probably piece together because of your background, um, that if the plan is to try to get back in there, you're gonna want to do it sooner than later. because they've already been spotted.
Yeah.
So the longer you give them, the longer they can change things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'd rather have Sani for next game to do that.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
Yeah.
not saying let's do that
Oh yeah,
tonight.
no. Yeah, I know. Because I think me and Sani may also be wanted.
Wait, why?
Oh, this
What
is
did
out of
you?
character.
Yeah. What did you guys do to the technocracy?
Blew up their database.
Their database?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you blow up their database?
Because Sani can't write a backstory. He thought he had a visual depth as a partner, and he had a fire mage. Yeah,
Gotcha.
he had to get information out of a mainframe. So I blew it up.
I don't think that's how you get information out.
It's
Yeah, but
not.
no one
The
else can.
files are in the computer. Where'd all the files go?
But no one else.
Ones and zeros don't come flying out when you blow up mainframes.
Oh, Zoolander references.
Yep, but no one else can either. That was the good point.
I probably could.
Sure.
I don't know. I did a pretty good job at destroying it.
Do they not have backups?
I don't know. This was the mainframe. They may have at some point somewhere.
Most companies have like an Iron Mountain or another offsite data center.
we have
Just
Maybe.
we have one in Texas and one in DC, and then I forget where the third one is, but then all three of them have tape drive backups. Like,
Classics.
yeah.
hmm I have dealt with so much of your software recently, James. We've had two CPAs who got different new computers, so I've had to reinstall all variations of different tax software, and they're interesting. Some are interesting.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'll
Okay.
still take installing that over any kind of like QuickBooks or any of those kinds of things, because nobody who writes small-ish accounting software knows how to write anything that can talk to a database correctly.
That's fair.
Okay.
Vic, did you want to mention about what you and Sonny discovered, or do you want to wait for that for next game?
I'll wait for that. See what Sani says.
Okay.
Because he did kind of a piss poor job at concealing himself.
What? When you blew up the mainframe?
Yes,
Oh no.
I give him a perfect opportunity to be Sani and use his gifts, and he came out as like in chic. It's like, where's your security guard uniform? Come on, man. Yeah, he did a failure.
So Sonny pulled a Sonny.
Yes.
Aaron, did you take notes?
I started to. I'm sorry. When I get into it, I forget to take notes. So I've got like 4 points, and then I stopped typing. So.
All right, so let's
We
recap.
have
What did we
video
do?
notes. I don't know.
Yeah, I can always zoom to the very end of the video, and now that I have time.
Yeah, okay. So recap wise, Sonny got a call from Aaron Greyfeather, went to the reservation, found a house that tried to murder him. A lot. A lot, a lot.
Fire, Christmas lights, nail, floor,
Mhm.
water
Vic
heater,
Vic
natural
compressed
gas.
fire, and they eventually got him out and were pretty certain it was the house that had the entropic issues, not the person. And
It
then
was a
Wasn't there a
poker.
thing?
Well, we
What?
punched him out anyways, just in case.
just in case.
Yeah.
Um
You can never be too careful.
And then after their scene over at Trent's place, we stopped hallucinating. Bill left us, even though I'm still slightly concerned about giant robot trying to murder him. Um,
Yeah, but that's his problem.
Trent asks me about Nia, and I tell him that it's somebody that I know that I'm concerned about and trying to find. I reach out to both Calvin and Jinx. Trent gets a phone call from his dad. I make it so that his phone will explode when he opens a potential link that probably has a bug in it, anyways, knowing his dad. And then I let Vic know what's going on. Vic comes over. It's like, I'm here. Explain. Um, and we do so.
Okay. And then when Vic and Sonny left, they took the guy to the hospital. They went
Oh,
back to Vic's place,
yeah, I forgot that part.
and that's okay. And then Vic did some research, and he found that it was a boggart. But it's a boggart that feeds on frustrations that the guy is dealing with. And they came up with a theory that maybe if they let the boggart get hungry and nobody goes to the house for a few days, maybe they could be able to deal with it easier.
I thought they were just going to let it go and bother somebody else, and
Bother,
Sonny was
bother,
just going to
bother,
be like,
bother, bother, bother.
Sonny's just going to be like, not my
Probably.
problem.
I mean, sure, that might work, or you might want to just go ahead and kill the thing.
I'm sure you would, but Sonny seemed to have that attitude of, well, not my problem.
It did kind of get close to killing him, you know.
Yeah, but he's done with it for now.
Did we leave out anything?
All the things.
I'm
Seems
gonna
good.
take that as a no.
Okay, cool. Then that's what we'll use to build our recap notes.
Cool. Alrighty, guys.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for the game. It was really fun. It was nice to have
Does your
people
little
back
game
again.
board thing keep